Because we'll give it a moment before I like formally introduce the stream, because Twitch has ads and loading times and stream delay, and like a
Oh,
billion
that's
other
so
things.
sad, so unfortunate. I'll use this very unfortunate timing to get water.
Oh, okay,
oh
great.
wait,
That's a good
who's gonna
idea.
ping? Should we ping?
Ping.
Oh, yeah,
I
same.
can
Actually, I
session.
need my headsets. I'll be back.
Oh yes, do that. See, this is smart, guys. I gave everyone a buffer after all. I'm a good streamer sometimes.
Absolutely, dude. That's like the most professional that English streams ever get. So, we're really keeping it up to par.
We are the. Actually, that's so funny that it's the staff who was least prepared for this. Guys.
I'm not surprised. They're probably tired.
I mean,
Mainly Hiku. Well, he's got coffee in his icon.
yes, it's true. There's no excuse here. Hello, Framaker. I'm very excited to be here. I'm excited to be here to chat with my friends.
I'm excited to archive everyone's predictions, then come back after next week and be like, who is even close?
Who do we demote based off of this?
And if your predictions are the worst, they just axe you for the next prediction stream.
You get a lower seed because of it.
Uh,
Because you should know better.
we're testing the studying knowledge of our peers.
Yes, that's right. This is actually just a quiz in disguise. Pop quiz.
Okay, I'm back. What happened?
TQ's
Nothing?
changing his
Okay.
headset. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Congratulations. Thank you for the King Hiku. Very cool.
There you go. So, do you want to sauce up everyone on the intro?
Sure, why not? Let me just greet everyone in chat because they're super cool and epic. Our loyal viewers, who you guys should know the names of because they're wonderful community members. Of course. I said hi Fromeka already, but I got to say Fromeka's name twice because, actually that's 3 times now, because she showed up first. So she gets like a special award. She gets like the first sticker.
Ooh.
Very nice. Hi Bruno, ready for some Puyo popping predictions? Nice. I thought you were going to say like Papuing predictions or something, but that's okay. Should watch the stream since you're in top 12? Yes, you should do that. That's a good idea. Then you can send an angry DM to us later, or a thankful one if you prefer, based on what we say about you, because everyone is forced to be very judgmental this stream. That's the whole reason why I asked this set of people to come onto the stream, to be very judgy. That's really nice, isn't it? I'm so friendly.
It sounds like me.
Oh,
Oh, is it
I-
done?
I said that sounds like me.
Perfect. I don't know.
I
man.
didn't come here to be all judgmental. I'll take my leave if you force me to.
oh, leave.
Be mean.
Because he's a bird. He likes leaves. Let me also say
Exactly.
hi to Wiz. Prediction WizKid wins. Okay, bold prediction. I like it. Hello, Coopbirds. Hello, Hiku in the chat. Whoa, Hiku in 2 places at once. Hi, Neru. Hello, some weirdo. Yes, I'd labeled the avatars this time. I'm so high tech. In the chat more than stream. That's okay too, Hiku. Appreciate you being here. Hi, Benny Jazz. Hello, Symmetry, and I think that's everyone for now. Okay, so
Yeah.
now it's time to introduce the, I guess, fellow guests
The
of
casting
honor.
couch.
The casting couch, wow, of our Puyo Global Ranking Series 2025 other region finals prediction stream. I didn't add it here because otherwise it would be too much text and that's bad graphic design, I think. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go left to right. So let's start off with Dan.
Hello. Should I just say something?
You can just say whatever you
Favorite
like.
sauce.
This is your time.
What the fuck?
I think that's all I want to say.
See, Riley, if that wasn't sauce, I don't know what was.
I'm gonna teach you how to. You're the host. This is how you sauce. You gotta be like, and today we have top NA runner competing for the top spot with 2 other players here to show his predictions with us. old school player DDR Dan. Then you gotta sauce him up. You gotta give him material to work with.
See, the real play here is actually to rage bait Riley because I pretend to do a bad job so that he gets angry at me and does it himself because I like hearing him commentate because he's actually really good at it. So like,
Oh,
there you go.
alright, then I will sauce up everyone for
Sure,
you.
do it. You can do it.
Alright. And after DDR Dan, we have Ascension owner, top France player, the handyman of Puyo right now, Hiku from France. Oh,
Hello.
thank you for being here, Hiku. And then from Japan, the bilingual commentator, former pro player, and Tom, here to show his predictions of the overseas players.
Hello everyone. Yeah, actually I'm not sure what should I do tonight, but yeah, I can do anything because I have a lot of matches with you overseas players, so I now I know much about the overseas competitive scene, so
Ooh,
I can add some commentary about this.
nice.
Thank you, Tom. And then we have definitely not a furry, Void.
Oh,
betrayed his
yeah,
country.
I'll win this awkward introduction competition. Hello, guys. How are you? People in chat. Hi. I'm ready to be judgmental.
Oh, he's ready to come out swinging.
Thank you, our fellow bird enjoyer. And
You're welcome.
that's it. That's everyone.
Riley, you didn't source
you're
up
already
your
gonna
own
go through.
self-intro yet. Come on.
That's my ego.
SMH.
Okay. Dude, if I sauce myself up, you know what's gonna happen.
Hurry
My
up
ego's
and
gonna
do
get too
it
big for the
already.
room. Fine. And then the current commentator by default for English, it is myself, also mid-tier bracket winner of all time.
Heck yeah. The big winner. Hi guys, I'm Yoshi.
Let's
I'm
go
the guy
believe
who's
that.
like on the screen as well. I like to play this video game sometimes, and sometimes I commentate. I think you guys know this already, but
Professional Sega commentator.
I try my best. Yes, hello Tama. Good to see everybody in chat. Pumped up to see this. Hello Immortal as well. I see you popping in here. A lot of France rep here. I appreciate you all.
I think it's been at least 5 minutes, so we're probably safe from ads now.
Yes, exactly. Now it's time for us to get into the meat of what we're doing today, which is predictions. So, the way that we've set this up is we have the slide with the little graphics as a reminder about how this works, right? If I direct your attention to the top right here, the absolutely safe box contains the top 4 players from the rankings. So we're safe from day one. We don't have to participate. We just get to keep our lives and watch everyone else kill each other in a competitive way. So, first of all, we have Anna, who is placed 5th in the ranking. And the first choice that we have to decide together is who Anna would choose to try and kill out of her fellow top 12 rankers. Good question, hey? Who's it gonna be?
I think it's just free mecha. Like, I'll be honest, I don't know who else you pick here. Like, I think it's just like, no offense to free mecha, because I think she plays very honest, and she's very good at, like, you know, standard chaining, and she has the ability to attack. But when you play honest, it's kind of like playing like Yoshi or Cliff, who already do it so well. And free mecha will destroy any mid tier, but her like record against like the upper half of players kind of just isn't that strong because her gameplay is so honest. You know what she's gonna do, and she's gonna do it well, but she typically doesn't, you know, have very strong showings against, like, you know, players like a Cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And in comparison, the only other person I could see on a picking would probably be WizKid.
Oh, really? Why not Neru?
Ooh.
Neru is probably the king of inconsistency. However, Neru has at least taken a set off Ana. And if Ana wants the best chance in day 2, I don't think you even pick Neru because Neru has beaten her like once or twice now in tournament.
Well, I think those
Okay.
are different circumstances because most of the PGRS tournaments were less than a first to 10, and in a first to 10, you should have enough time to adapt to Neru, at least someone on an Ameru's level. But I do think that Neru, Fremecha, I wouldn't say Wiz, but like Neru and Fremecha are probably interchangeable for an Ameru. I'm pretty confident she can adapt to both. So I think both options are what she would go for. One of those.
Why do you not think Wiz?
Well, Wiz has also performed consistently well, maybe even better than Neru. On average, maybe because Neru had some really strong showings, like when he got that a group against, I think it was Elio, Dan, and who else? Do you
Zanyu.
remember Dan Zanyu? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
crazy group.
Yeah, but I think the difference between Neru and Wiz is that Wiz is a lot more consistent with the stuff that he builds, and he can be, stairs mains can be pretty dangerous when they are chaining their best, and I think Wiz has that potential, especially in the top 12. I believe he will be very motivated to do well, so I think actually Neru is a less risky option, to be honest.
Yes, what I would say is I feel like I've seen Neru practicing really seriously and improving pretty quickly, so I would be a little bit worried about Neru being really on in time for the finals. So if I was on a Neru's spot, I would probably pick Free Mecha.
I agree with Dan. I think Neru's just been practicing a lot, and my issue with Wiz is he has 2 top 4s, but they were like in the earlier half of the season, and then he kind of just not struggled. Like he didn't lose to anyone I guess wasn't supposed to, other than like myself. That's like a player matchup thing at that point. And Wiz's like issue is less that like his chains aren't big enough. It's more like he's just not that consistent at attacking and defending. Like he sacrifices his first floor a lot if he's going for like larger attacks, and while he's like really good at rebuilding them, trying to rebuild first floor stairs takes a really long time. Just because you have split so many Puyos to kind of keep those pillars, or you're kind of like dropping into power tails where you're going to like to 2-2 stairs or some sort of alternative to get resources back on the board fast. And I think that's like Wiz's struggle point, whereas Neru's chains are just hard to read. Part of it is like I just don't think he's as efficient, but there is like I think there's like safety in knowing how big your opponent's chain is versus like Neru's kind of like surprise gamble factor.
Yeah, and lately, like the last few sets that I played with Neru, he was pretty annoying to deal with because it's like his style is like well, at least the from the last matches that we played, his style is like those players who always go for 4 or 5 chain rushes, but the difference is that Neru actually manages to keep a base that he can build upon after sending the big rush. So, they can be pretty difficult to deal with, yeah. So, yeah, I guess Fremecha is a safer option, yeah. And regarding Wiz, now that I think about it, Anamaru is also pretty good at like building the first floor and then coming up with a weird attack on the second floor, and then just rebuilding. And especially with the speed at which you can build stuff in PPT2, that's probably a major disadvantage for Wiz, who is like stuck with stairs. And sometimes building stairs is just slower than everything else. So yeah, I at the end of the day, I agree that free mecha is the best option.
So then it sounds like we are all in agreement that it's probably going to be Ana free mecha then for round 1.
Yeah, I would wait on the fact that, like, although Wiz might be weaker to, like, early rushes, just based off Ana's playstyle, she doesn't really rush that early into the game anyway. Like, when it comes to her mid-game, she usually at least establishes her first floor, like the entire base, and so similarly, that would be allowing a stairs player to get their first floor done, so that weak point that is sometimes applicable with stairs just doesn't get exploited by her, which is not a bad thing. It's just like playstyle wise, I don't think she would capitalize on that weak point. Now, when it comes to mid game, I do agree that Wiz was pacing a bit behind some of the like upper level of mid level players, but I think these days, at least very recently, I saw that he was forming a lot better mid game. So maybe things are starting to change for him. So I think he has perhaps become more threatening than Fremecker. So that is to say that I pretty much agree as well. I think everybody spoke, aside from Tom. Do you have any other thoughts here? Otherwise we will proceed with this prediction.
No, I think that's Freemaker.
Okay.
Because in the last tournament, Anamel had the so close match with Nero, and it was it looked so risky for both of them to have that in the first match. So Anamel prefer Freemaker, to my understanding.
Nice. Okay. So the first thing is to predict who will fight. And the second thing is to predict is how much blood is going to be shed here. Is Anameru going to be able to get away with both of her lives, or do we think that Freemaker is going to be able to take one off?
I think it depends on how well that coaching session between Dan and Fremeca went, which I'm not going to ask about because I don't want to like snitch on anything. But without the information on that, I think it's just 2-0 Ana. I think it's just going to be a really hard matchup for Fremeca. Like, I think Fremeca is solid. I think she has a very good chaining ability. But I think Ana just has that same level of chaining. Like, Ana is, back in the day, known for just pumping out 14 chains when she was just starting out. And I think Ana got the head start on learning how to play neutral. It has even adapted a lot more aggressive second floor building, like Void mentioned. Whereas Fremeca kind of has just started. So I don't know, it's hard for me to see Fremeca even taking a set.
Yeah, I think it's too early for a coaching session to make a difference. So yeah, I also bet on a 2-0.
Any other objections or thoughts to swing Fremeca into the take her life, or are we just assuming Fremeca's dying straight away, guys?
Well, to be fair, the coaching session hasn't happened yet. So
Oh no!
gonna make it even harder.
Oh yikes! Yeah, that might not be enough time then.
Oh, okay. Wiz brings up an interesting point here. Ana tends to start events on the back foot, as in she needs to warm up. She has some crazy losers bracket runs, but the reason this happens is because she gets knocked out during round 1. Do we think that this would happen, especially with how much pressure there is being the first match of the finals?
I think Fremeca's a really comfy pick actually, because she doesn't like Giga cheese you. So I think there's actually enough ramp up pipe in the first to 10.
And Anamero did consistently well in like some pretty tough events during PGRS, so I don't think top 12 would be that different, especially on the first day, which is, it's still not as bad. The second day is gonna be a lot worse. So I think she probably won't feel that much pressure, especially being the first one to pick an opponent.
That's true too. There is a level of confidence you bear when you're the one establishing the matchup in the first place.
Yeah.
Alright. Any other thoughts? Otherwise, we're gonna have to wipe those lives off of Furunaka.
Someone save her.
I
Okay.
hope she takes a set or two, but I just don't see it at the moment. So I hope she proves us wrong.
I think. Let me check. I think there's like 15% chance that Anameru gets in top 8 with 2 lives. With 1 life, sorry.
Okay. Do you have any particular reasoning for that? Or is it more a gut feeling?
Yeah, it's a gut feeling.
I see. Interesting.
I respect the gut call. I'm very excited because I like it when players have the opportunity to prove like the uppers and casters wrong. So this will be a good challenge, I think, for Free Mecha, who's trying to like. I think she's mentioned right. She's been watching like her peers like suddenly get these big wins, big W's, and this would be a good chance for her to do it on like a big stage.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that moment too.
I think that lets us go to
Oops,
Dan,
I'm just
whose pick would not be interrupted now, right?
Yes, that's right. So the reason I didn't auto-put anyone is because technically one of these guys could have chosen someone who would have normally gotten a pick, which is diabolical. But yes, for now, we go straight into Dan's pick.
So Dan, who are you picking?
Yeah, do we? Are we gonna throw that on him, or are we gonna be nice and save that for the day?
I can save it.
Yeah.
It's kind of leaning towards Hiku though.
Whoa!
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
That is so messed up.
No
That is so
way.
funny. I haven't even thought it though. To be fair, that is like a comfort matchup. It's
Oh, are we calling Hiku free?
I mean, then Yoshi did it on his stream.
Shush. I did not.
Okay. Well, see, before when Cedric and Villain were here, I thought it would be Cooperi, but now that Dan has second pick, I think it's just WizKid, because last time I remember them playing was at the Sega First to 5, and it looked... I'm sorry, Wiz, it looked a little good for Dan. It just seemed like Dan had control. It could do what he wanted. The early rush is kind of like stopping stairs from establishing early. And Wiz's GTR and Long GTR kind of don't have the establishment I think they need to quickly fight Dan. Because I think I asked like Wiz at one point if he was trying to knock a special on the tail. Because I saw him like build it once or twice. But the issue is I think Wiz doesn't have enough like reverse tailing, like to reverse his tail if he needs to deal with an early attack or to like defend himself, versus Dan who's just like even more aggressive without spoiling his new strat. It's just like it feels like it's just gonna be overwhelming.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember. I think it's again like either Neru or Wiz, and I remember that Wiz took a set off of Dan. I think it was in one of the Copalunas. And Neru, I don't remember. I think he probably took a set off of you. Do you remember?
Yeah, I feel like maybe. Yeah. And then Neru said in chat there were some close matches between us. So.
Yeah, but I would also bet on Wiz because Dan always comes up with some weird stuff to use, and it's really effective. I think it's not just effective in smaller sets. I think in first to tens, it's also really hard to deal with, really hard to adapt to in time. And I think Wiz is the most vulnerable person to that. So yeah. I'll say you'll probably pick Wiz, right? Not Hiku.
Well, I would be fine with that, you know. You can pick me. Feel free.
Pick Hiku now.
I don't know, you might be weighing me.
And to be fair, I'll build up Wiz here a bit. Like, this is a very lucky chance of redemption for Wiz, because he did have such an he had such a strong start, I think, earlier in the season, and compared to his back half. Because when I think about Wiz's back half of the season, like, it wasn't like he was performing bad per se, but it was kind of similar veins of Free Mecha, where he'd make like a good run, but then just top player shows up, and then he kind of just like lose. He get like a 5th, maybe he get like a 7th, but he just could not find, I guess, like the same kind of success from early on. And most notable meme, I guess, is that quite literally he's on a 4-0 lose streak against me, which is like really rough because I just
Real
a
bracket
commentator.
demon moment, yeah.
Yeah, but like at the same time, like some of his harder like upset matchups, I feel like just aren't here. So with some last minute studying, he might, I think, has the potential to at least take a set, just because he has that ability to build to 13-14. And I do think he's a lot better compared to the start season of actually defending himself. Because I remember one of the gripes when me and Yoshi would do our analysis streams throughout the season. I mean, early season Wiz was just like clear one chain and then do 4 Puyo, and then it's like the weakest 2 ever. But now he actually tries to fight with 3s, he fights with power 2s, he will build the occasional 4 attack on second floor. Of course he needs time to get the second floor, but like I don't think he's as one-dimensional now as he was earlier in the season. I think people just got better at chaining, which made his life harder, and it was less him slumping, I guess. It's more like everyone just got better, but now he's also getting better.
Does that?
Yeah,
make
it's
him
been rough
funny?
trying to improve because everyone else is just improving as well. It's really difficult to judge how well you're doing.
Hiku says, if Dan picks me, Kupri picks Naru Wiz, and AOD doesn't have to fight Kupri. Bronze dub, he's already planning out the rest of his predictions.
Honestly, if we want to humor that, Cooper would definitely not pick Naru after their last set, I think. Because it was pretty Naru
That was
favored.
pretty, yeah, that was a rough one.
Oh,
for
yeah,
Kupri.
right.
I think he would take Wiz. He'd be like, like, come here, Wiz. Don't get me wrong, like, Wiz also beat Cooper last Copa Luna, but I think Cooper would be more comfortable against the Wiz than Naru. So it's still like risky, but I don't know if it's as risky as Cooper Naru.
I guess I'll just say I probably won't pick Hiku. But I don't want to say
Oh,
who I'm
really?
gonna pick.
I think if Dan picks Naru, that would be pretty hype though, because I think the early attacks from Dan can kind of cover that second floor efficiency that Naru's been working on and make Naru's life really hard.
But I think the opposite could also be true, I don't think Dan is used to playing against people that aggressive, He's used to being the bully.
Interesting. So why do you think that? Tell me more. Why do you think this could be struggle for Dan? Is there any specifics about it?
I think this is more of an old thing. I remember that when we used to play more often, Dan would often go for these pretty ambitious attacks at times, and then when I had a response to them, like parts of his chain would kind of break and it would be difficult to fix and stuff like that. And so I'm imagining that, the same could happen if he had to play against someone who is also really aggressive, is also really focused on sometimes just sending some really annoying chains to deal with. I think stuff like that could happen. But the last few times that we played, Den's chaining was pretty consistent. Like, I didn't notice much of those mistakes anymore, so yeah, maybe Neru would be cooked, or maybe it would be more even. I don't know. I just have a feeling that, Neru's attacks might catch Dan off guard.
I think on top of this as well, while it's true that I believe that Dan's chaining consistency has gone up, that generally comes with the fact that he's fighting a higher level player whose chain spend is longer in general. But if you encounter someone like Neru, who we've talked about, who has like variable main chain lengths, sometimes they cut in a random spot, I think it might be harder for Dan to deal with, because often the way that he converts out of aggressive players, it's consistently good now. Like, he can link to main chain, but he requires a lot of peace draws to do that in the first place. So if Neru's chain cuts, Dan is just not going to be able to fix his chain in the first place, which is rather threatening.
So who would you like to flame first, Dan? Okay. I don't know how much you actually want to
pick
say.
for me.
Yeah. You don't have to actually pick. I think it is most likely Wiz. I can see Neru, but I feel like Wiz would probably be like the safe pick.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, by the way, guys, someone has some of these, I don't know, one of these components selected in like there's a weird rectangle around the.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
No, it's back.
Are we able to
Okay, that's
select it? Oh, wait. Oh, it's like that. Haha. Haha. Haha.
Oh,
Okay, anyway.
Wait, if I click off the thing.
I guess we just accept it.
Actually, what if I
Okay,
can
yeah, I
delete it?
agree with.
Okay.
Oh, we can
Wiz.
delete
Yeah, Wiz.
Oh.
Definitely Wiz.
Alright.
Okay, so do we think Wiz has a chance of getting a life off of Dan in this scenario?
Yeah, definitely.
How high would you rate that chance, Hiku?
Ooh. Percentages.
20%?
That's what I was thinking, kind of.
Yeah, because the matchup is really hard still. Even if Wiz is on a good day and Dan is on a bad day and is unprepared, I feel like the matchup is hard for Wiz.
Yeah. I say 2-0.
2-0. Okay.
Yeah, I do think that there's a chance it'll happen, but not so much that I would predict it to happen.
Understandable. So I guess we will give the 2-0 for now on this prediction.
I'm rooting for
I
him,
think
though.
it would be really funny if Dan picked Cooperi as well, but their sets have been so close recently, I don't know if he wants to do that. That gives us our good old homie owner of Ascension, Hiku, his pick between AOD, Cooperi, and then technically Nera, but could also be Wiz depending on Dan.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we can
Hiku
go
could
through
pick-
alternative scenarios
Could
later.
pick
as well.
AOD.
That's true.
Guarantee France's
Cute.
spot.
But, yeah, true. It guarantees
Well-
that one of the French players get through. Mm.
I won't lie. I just I don't want to fight Coopery because he's been destroying me. And I don't want to pick AOD because he's also been destroying me. So I would pick Neru 100%. To be honest, whoever remains between Trimeka, Wizkid, and Neru, I would pick them.
Oh, okay.
So you have my strategy.
Wow, wow.
I think
on the table
Neru
toss.
is a good matchup for you just because you have such strong efficiency. Again, kind of going back to like Neru, I think on top of Neru's cuts, I think about like the average damage that their chain does. It hasn't gone up because it used to be like 50k, then it became like 55k. But I don't really think we see Neru hit like the 60k kind of like numbers on chains very often that aren't just like either super power, so like, or super powered and kind of like color bonus, group bonus. But then that's still so much time for his opponents to kind of go for that individual length on like a 12 or 13.
Also, yeah, Wiz is saying that the last time we played together, he beat me. So actually, at that time, I didn't sleep a lot, and that's why I was not playing well. But I no. That's what I mean is that well, it's gonna be the finals, so I will have to spend the whole week preparing stuff. So I will be absolutely tired. So there's no way I can actually play at my best. So maybe anyone who's against me has a chance to win.
So I should pick you.
No, you wouldn't have a chance.
I think KT would appreciate that because he'll just pick Wiz and be like, okay, we'll pray. I think the chance for Daru here is probably just attacking Hiku as much as possible for he gets like that third floor potential. I feel like the pressure is on Neru to be the proactive one in this matchup.
Yeah, definitely. You can't let Hiku get away with building main. And I think also, you know, even though you will probably be pretty tired, this is not like one of the 5 trillion qualification events. This is like the end. And as far as I'm aware, you haven't been playing the game as frequently as during PGRS. So this is like a time to rest a little bit. And I think you can still do pretty well, even if you're tired.
Yay, thank you. I will try.
That's why I'm also betting on Chuo.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
To be honest, I'm confident in that Hiku will lose a life. I think Hiku should move on, but I think Hiku's gonna drop a set.
Oh, really? Wow.
Huh. Huh.
Yeah, I have faith in the Daru gamble philosophy to catch Hiku off guard, because sometimes Hiku's defenses aren't that big. If you think about like sometimes he's been like out pressured from some of the other overseas players. At least to me, it felt like Hiku would have like a small 2 or 3 to defend himself sometimes, but then it kind of just like be stacking up pressure from players like I think it was Rick, and it kind of just like keeps piling on.
Oh my god, I lost to Rick. Wow.
Right?
That means I'm gonna lose to Neru.
Okay, there are like levels to it though, because like, they like shows a vulnerability, and anyone who is good at studying and putting faith in Neru's like study ability can take sets away from like what has been lost. It's like you can find gaps in between players' styles. It's like why studying is good.
I don't know. I think first to 10 is too much. You know, I think like the first to 5, Neru is more effective, but first to 10, that's quite a lot of time to to make adjustments still.
Mhm.
I think on top of that, Hiku has gotten better at manipulating both sides of his chain. So because he builds tail first, sometimes I am spotting that he's setting up defenses on his tail pretty proactively. So if Neru goes for something that's more rush oriented, Hiku might be able to just respond to that. And then once he gets second floor going, he then has his like transition area and multiple stack to defend with. So I felt like for a long time Hiku was very main chain oriented, and even now I'd say he leans towards it. But I think his defense capability has grown to the point where maybe Neru won't actually be as threatening as we used to think, against Hiku at least.
To be
Yeah, I
honest,
agree.
I feel like the most main chain I play against Neru, the higher my chances of winning. I mean, defending against Neru doesn't seem like a good option to me.
So you'd opt out of that.
I agree with that. Oh, I just probably wants to have at least faith in some of like that kind of like, what do you call it? Dude, someone gave me a term for this. But yeah, I don't remember what it was for like players like myself, Free Mecha, Wiz, and Naru who are like on that cusp of like trying to make more waves. So I had to at least show a little faith to someone. Like, I don't want to just keep predicting too low.
I think the next match will definitely not be a Chuo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can
It's
see Neru getting one though. I think. Like I don't know if I would say more likely than not, but I could see it happening. I don't know.
I think Neru has the best chance to get around off the test between the three of them, but I think he got the worst opponent to do it against. It's probably the best way to put it. So,
Well, I think Neru is the guaranteed matchup based on what we're all saying, and then I think the majority has said 2-0.
yeah.
Wow. Destruction on day one.
That handshake.
Yeah, I
man.
won!
This is where we need to send red. Goddamn you, Kespa.
Let me quickly also poke Tom in case he has any thoughts about our current
Right.
state of things. So,
Oh,
in-
okay, thanks. Is this first to 10?
yes.
Yes.
And first to 10 by first to 2 sets? So
Yeah.
what does it mean, the 2 lives?
So, oh.
Yeah, oh, you can do it. You can do it.
So it is first to 2, but your lives represent losing a first to 10. So if you lose a first to 10, you lose one of your lives. However, if you lose a life now, then you keep only that life in the next round.
Okay, I understand. So then, okay, Hiku will lose his life. 1 life.
Oh,
You
really?
think so?
Wow.
Yeah, because Nero's play style is something tricky, so it's not the usual. So the first to 10 would be guard by Neru once, but finally Hiku will get the first to 2 sets. So 1-0. 1-0 left. I guess.
Interesting.
Okay, so what do we do here? Do we take the median? Does Hiku get 1.5 lives?
Take away half.
I think we have to lose a heart for Hiku because I think 3 of us said Darrow can get us set.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to vote that I lose a life.
No!
Wow. Okay, brutal.
We'll prove them wrong, Yoshi.
Yeah, and additionally, in that week, Hiku will will not be well prepared, according to Hiku, and Neru will be prepared to Hiku so much. So watching the Hiku's the first gameplays and doing preparing much more aggressive style from Neru. So it will be more effective than before. That's my prediction.
Okay. Wow. That was really important. I'm glad that we went and got that final opinion.
I so glad Tom
Sorry.
also voted.
That's very good,
No
Tom.
worries, Tom.
Nice. This is so good. This is exactly what I want. Now we're getting to the juice of it.
Yes.
Oh, God, I think this is with Cooper.
This is the deadly matchup of day one. This is like super at each other's throats. It could go either way.
Yeah. Okay, I agree.
I think-
What...
oh.
I'll go for it. You go first.
Well, I think we have to make some pretty bold assumptions here because both of these players, they're not super consistent yet. Like their ability to win matches really varies, you know, depending on how they're feeling on the particular day. So I guess we assume they're both playing their best.
I think we can assume that overall, but I think you can predict either side of this matchup.
Yeah.
Because I agree with what Tom said back when we were casting together. AUD has like the efficiency and all the skills of a top level player, but his biggest weakness has always been kind of outside of the game on the mental side. Like, you know, it's like the nerves, tilt, I think kind of hold AUD down from like his full potential. And if there is a player who can kind of tilt you with how they build, it's probably Cooperi, if not Neru, right? Like, Cooperi has such a giant surprise factor. He gets these random 5-chain attacks that sometimes also kill him. But because he's got this kind of like crazy strategy and it's like really obnoxious to deal with unless you're used to it, I'm just like, I can see AOD like losing both sets very closely, but I could also see AOD winning both sets very closely because of like Cooperi's kind of like more freeform nature.
I think if AOD's playing his best game, then he's able to build really, really big chains and stay safe, and like it's pretty difficult to get past his defense. So actually, I think, you know, if he's really playing his best, then he has an advantage in terms of consistency. For as good as Cooperi's style is, and as difficult to read as it is, I think it's not good enough to deal with a really consistent player. And if AOD is playing his best, he is that kind of really consistent player. So I would give the advantage to AOD. Anyone else?
I feel like it's really hard to call, but I think we aren't being judgmental enough, so I'll just say I think Cooperi's gonna win. I mean, I know Cooperi's gonna win 2-1
Whoa.
because
Oh wow.
USA.
Yeah, freedom.
It's okay to be a
'Cause
bit
USA,
biased,
okay.
guys. It's okay to be biased in your predictions.
I do think Cooperi has a chance. I think something that's been kind of underrated is that people don't really know is like Cooperi has been playing more since he's been playing with some of the Taiwanese players. So there is chance for that grind to kind of like snap him back since he has not been practicing as much for work. But I don't think Cooperi will play bad. I think he also gets nervous like AOD, so who knows, honestly, but I want to believe in Cooperi because he's my boy.
I do just feel like it's a lot of it is going to come down to how well they're both playing on the day, where it's like one of them could be playing pretty poorly and the other playing pretty well, and then it just is a 2-0.
Yeah, I think if they're both playing their best, like I'm gonna bet 2-1 for AOD.
It sounds like we need our non-biased people, Tom and Yoshi, to give their opinion.
Okay, let me think here. I think Kupri, because he is generally maximizing chain flexibility and the ability to freestyle a lot of his links, that tends to put him on a more passive style, right? Like, he doesn't usually initially engage because why spend resources when you can make sure that your chain works, but in an unconventional way, which makes it a lot harder for the opponent to poke you in the first place if they don't know what you have going on. So because of that, I do feel like Kupri might play more defensively, but that opens up a window for AOD if he decides to go main chain only. I think he could overwhelm Kupri with that. But then, right, so in that instance, AOD I think wins out against Kupri. However, like Riley has said, Kupri has been training recently, and particularly against players who play more generally theoretical. So people like the Taiwanese players. And when you go up against these more theoretical players, they're usually pretty good at making sure that they're aggressive at key points in the game. And if Kupri's getting good at playing against players like that, I feel like Kupri's mid-game will be able to level up to a point that it does become disruptive for AOD. So now... who do I bet on? I think Kupri's ability to deconstruct and reconstruct chains might actually be able to win out over AOD's efficiency. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I'm actually betting on AOD. Like, it's extremely even. The matchup is very even, but overall, AOD has been playing slightly better in the whole EGRS. So I think that with the two first to 10, it's enough time for AOD to just adapt if he's playing normally. What could happen is that AOD gets really stressed out and it's complicated for him. But if that doesn't happen, I feel like it should be a 2-1 for AOD.
I guess there's one other interesting point is that Kupri was knew a lot further in advance that he was going to be in the finals, but AOD didn't know, so it's possible AOD hasn't been practicing for this. Do you think that matters?
I think it can, yeah.
Actually, I feel like the less AOD prepares for something, the stronger he is, because he's the kind of person to just be very anxious if he's trying to prepare, and he might end up just, not playing at his best because of that.
Right, so a lower baseline expectation might carry his anxiety to that, lower baseline as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that impression as well because, after he sent that 16 chain to Villain's board and we had to play against each other, he was like, "Oh, I'm so chill, I'm so happy, I'm just happy to be here, guys. I wasn't ready for any of this. Just enjoying the ride." So yeah, I think if he doesn't think too much about what's at stake, then I do agree that he probably does better.
Yeah, that's when he's scary. I've been playing a lot with him, and whenever it's pre-play, he usually destroys me. But whenever it's in tournaments,
Right.
I usually have the upper hand, and especially in ranked matches and stuff like that, I completely have the upper hand. But yeah, in free play, he's just so strong.
We have me, Yoshi, and Dan for Cooperi, Hiku and Void on AOD, which just leaves us
Gonna
with
beat
Tom. Do you have any thoughts on this matchup, Tom?
I'm not sure, but yeah, I think Kupali will win by 2-1. Because if I recall correctly, Kupali is mid-game player, and AOD is the main chain player, and AOD is really good at building the main chain so consistently and self-building. And yeah, AOD's play is a real textbook, and but that textbook, the main chaining is sometimes weak against the mid-game plays. Even if his maximum chain is 15 or 16, but the mid-game can easily the destroy the main chain building. So I saw a lot of times the mid-game player destroyed. So main chain player, and Kupari is really good at the mid-game chaining, and so I think that Kupari is good at mid-game at that day. Kupari will win, but lose one life. So 2-1.
Alright, thank you, Tom. It looks like join us on Team America. Cooperi will, I guess, be the barely skinned by option for the couch. Honestly, I still think either one of these two could show up on what's it called? Day 2.
At least we all agree that it's a 2-1.
Yeah, like
This one is
It's
not
just so
going to
close.
work.
Yeah.
There's no way.
So I think it is really important. This is the matchup problem. So the main chain, only building main chain is really weak against mid-game player. So mid-game 2 double or only just a 2 chain can destroy the main chain builder easily. So how consistently builds the main chain every game, that's to be destroyed, in my opinion.
So that means that you guys think that France will only win 3 sets on the first day, right?
yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true. I think AOD has some good attacks, but I just don't know if Cooperi will give him the time.
Okay, let's place a bet. Because I feel like you might be slightly underestimating us, but well, we'll see.
We'll see. Like this is why we had prediction, so people can prove us wrong, right? AOD can
Absolutely.
easily, who knows, maybe he'll steal, who knows? But for the sake of the show, we only so many options.
We're thinking if we end up
Alright.
having the time, sometime after the stream in the week before the finals, we'll probably put together some kind of graphic to summarize the results of this stream, but we'll also put notes on the side for anyone who disagreed with any of these predictions. So make sure you're saying it here on stream so that we can look back at it and say, hey, you made this like prediction against everyone else. Because if you
Yeah,
end
everyone
up
will
being
see
correct,
that I'm in the right side of history.
yes, if that's the case, then people can
Yes.
praise you for it. And if you're wrong, then
You're wrong.
you're wrong.
I mean, I'm looking for this is what I wanted. I want the pride to be online. I want Hiku to come back after stream like, see, I told you guys I was right. Like, you should believe me.
Well then, shall we lock
Yeah,
this
on
in?
February 8th,
Mhm.
on February 8th, AOD and I are going to fly to Japan.
Oh, nice.
February 8th.
You're gonna compete?
Oh, wait, that's the day of the... Wait,
Oh yeah, wait. This is finals. I believe.
wait, it's
It's
on
something,
February...
I don't
On
understand.
February 8th? I don't think you should fly on the same day.
Yeah, the same day flight.
Well, okay.
Unless it's like a flight home or something, but like, please don't leave that quickly. I want to hang out.
Yeah. Send home
Please
day
stay.
one, but I think we could go on to day 2, the final test.
Yes, so let's move on to round 2. This is where those of us in this absolutely safe box are now out in the open. We have been released from our cage, and now it's time for us to brawl. So guys, enjoy.
I'm going to assume, for the sake of predictions, we are assuming Hiku and Kuperi both only have 1 life.
Yes, so I was going to mention that I do have like a second set of slides if we want to do like an alternative universe reading. But for this first run, let's assume that Hiku and Kupri do have 1 life, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna say Yoshi's super happy Senra and Villain aren't here, because there was a strat about sending Anna to fight a Cliv, and he now just insta-lock Hiku has 1 life. Like, Hiku versus Yoshi Oily was kind of rough, and I don't know how much better it will be now. So I think Yoshi just insta-locks Hiku for round 1.
Oh, really?
Especially with 1
No,
life.
Cooper.
I actually think he picks Hiku because Kuperi has the surprise factor, that mid-game craziness, that actually sometimes gets a Cliv, and sometimes, you know, players like Anna take advantage of that with mid-game attacks. So I think you let them take the gambler player who will maybe take sets off of someone.
I think a better matchup for Yoshi would be either Coopery or AOD, the winner of that match.
Don't
If
let
it's
him
AOD
manipulate you, Yoshi.
If it's AOD, yeah, you should pick AOD, but Kuperi is here. I just think Hiku is the safer pick because of the comfort and because the oily set was kind of one-sided.
Okay, I'm gonna say something else.
Go for it.
I would rather be picked by Yoshi, because if I am not picked by Yoshi, then I don't think either Akliv or Void would pick me, and I think Rick would be the one to pick me. So, actually, Yoshi, please pick me.
I've been thinking of that, and I feel like if you have 1 life, people are more likely to pick you, and I'm more likely to end up against Rick. So hopefully you win on day 1 with 2 lives.
Oh yeah, so I should actually try to lose a life on day 1, so that I don't get paired with Rick. Okay.
Oh no. Unless I lose a life.
Ooh.
Oh wow, you wanna bet this?
Yeah, I also think Yoshi picks Hiku.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think you're the safer option compared to Kupari. Not that you're free, but like your style is more predictable. And also Yoshi, I think he won most of your games in PGRS, so
I'm
Yeah.
so curious about those stats, Hiku, because I'm sorry, I was gonna let everyone speak first, but now that like Wade has brought it up, Hiku, am I not like on like completely undefeated against you in tournament?
Wow.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That should say
the
everything.
current matchup is 7-0.
Wow.
No.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's actually impressive. Like,
Hiku was
Pretty-
saving the secret for secret
Yeah.
strategy for this moment.
that'd be actually insane.
Don't
That'd be
kill
so
me.
hype. Okay, I will at least like give credit. 'Cause I do think Hiku is strong. The issue I have is Cooperi is like obviously that surprise factor, just take a life. Also, Yoshi kind of has been just dropping sets to Ana. Like
Aw.
Ana just randomly takes a life.
Mm-mm.
Like it's like Koopa Luna most recently, and then Ana, of course, getting her first tournament win, like big one ever, I think, this season as well. Like she's been on such a strong rise that before, if like Vanilla and Senred were here, I was like, oh man, even Ana doesn't look like a safe pick. But now that Yoshi doesn't have to worry about that, I think you just play safe. You don't pick Ana, and you let Ana, who hasn't been smashing a cliff, play a cliff.
Yeah, I really like
then you
this whole pick someone so that the remaining person beats up someone who you want to have less lives. Because yeah, I think
It's
Ana
true,
has like
right?
a better matchup against like Aklev or maybe Rick. So I don't know. I also don't mind not picking Ana. In another universe, I think maybe I would have picked Ana, but she's gotten too good recently. I'm too scared of her now. I don't feel safe.
And this like long term also helps Dan because a cliff is probably gonna be like, well, do I want to fight Dan or Ana? And he probably doesn't want to fight Ana, so Dan doesn't have to fight Rick because the cliff will pick Dan. Or either Cooperi, so maybe he gets he can swing a lot of matchups depending on how a cliff is feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think Yoshi just picks Hiku. I agree with Void.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Hiku.
And I'll add salt to the wound. I think this is a 1-0. Sorry.
What?
Well, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I mean, the lower you put me today, the higher chances that I do better than expected.
Oh, he's that sort of person.
Like the hegemony here. Like,
That's good.
I mean, yeah. I don't think it's like 100% Hiku. At the same time, like Cooperi is still an option. I guess if Yoshi did play Cooperi, it would kind of just depend on how, I guess, open Yoshi is to keep an eye out to Cooperi's attacks. Because it is similar to Vanna's Neru, like their mid-game attacks kind of come at the same time. I think Cooperi's tend to be cleaner than Neru's, whereas I think Neru can sometimes hit the bigger main chain length. But even then, it's like still Yoshi favored because I think about the set that just happened with Neru for Hisha League. And Yoshi sure dropped some rounds to the mid-game attacks, but it was still pretty Yoshi favored against the freeform players.
Yeah.
In that
Indeed.
case, any final thought from Tom about?
I think it's Hiku.
Sorry.
You really
Yeah,
don't believe in me, right?
Yeah, that's definitely the option because Yoshi is the playstyle is so consistently aiming for the big chain and using multiple stacking. So sometimes disturbed by some rush attacks, and so these options. So many rush attack players, so half of them. So Yoshi will avoid those options, and Hiku is so consistent player, and Yoshi has the dominant results so far. So definitely will choose Hiku.
I guess your fate is sealed, Hiku.
Yeah, but I'm going to beat you 2-0. That's
Oh.
I'm
Tommy's
looking
gonna
forward
say.
to it. I'm looking forward to it. Either way, we'll both go to
Tommy,
Japan,
please,
right?
please say I win 2-0, please.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
wait,
I'm agreeing with
wait.
Void. I think it's 1-0.
I have to
Oh,
tell
that-
him
that-
that he will win, and then it'll make him feel less confident, right? Because it's gonna be like, wait, Yoshi believes me. That's really weird. I'm in my own
I
head now.
think Hiku Smash is 2-0, not even close. Before he fights Rick in the finals.
So true.
Alright. Okay, so how do we think Hiku will take a set off of Yoshi?
I think it was a pretty no. I think. Right?
Wow. So toxic.
No.
Okay,
I'm
so-
just-
Yeah.
Guys.
Hiku's about to ban
Especially-
everyone.
Guys.
Especially since Yoshi's the one playing the match.
We'll bring up the clip of Yoshi talking about his performance with Hiku, and that
Hiku agreed with me, so it's not. Guys, come on now.
I'm sorry. I'll control myself. Okay, a clip. I think he just
Yeah.
makes very
Yeah.
like,
I think so.
Wow, that was quick.
oh, he's clearly not gonna pick Anna or Dan, I feel like.
Yeah. Avoid all Rick.
Especially if Kukri only had one life and we had two. Oh boy.
Eclipse says void. Eclipse says void. Why?
Oh.
Justify.
What?
So, fun fact, guys, Akliv was invited, so I'm going to let Akliv say whatever he wants to say right now, because it's a very important opinion. But in the meantime, would the rest of
Well,
you like to...
I kind of agree with Akliv there. I was going to say that he would pick Void and not Anameru or Kupari, because the current head-to-head between Akliv and Anameru is 1-2,
Oh.
and between Akliv and Kupari is 1-2.
Oh.
And between Akliv and Void is 10-4. So I guess he would, and obviously he wouldn't pick Rick because it's 3-9. So
Well, what about
oh
me?
yeah, and yeah, Dan is 4-1. So I think maybe he would pick Dan. Either Dan or Void, but not
Guys,
Kupari or
it's
Anameru.
really late in Taiwan. Ekliv is not thinking straight. I urge you to reconsider.
Okay, Eclipse said maybe Dan.
So fucking music, he says.
Okay, so Anna and Kupari will pass through a cliff for potentially Dan or Dan or Void. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you should pick Dan Ekliv. I agree. Go ahead.
This is interesting because like Dan 2 lives is a cliff 2 lives. At least we can start with that one first, maybe, and then see how we feel.
I feel like if you pick Dan here, then you can certainly say that Rick will be playing with. Wait, if you pick Dan, then Void is going to play Anameru or Kupari, and Rick Anameru or Kupari. But if you pick Void, then the next one choosing is Rick, and yeah, well, that ends up being kind of the same. I was thinking that maybe if we ended up having like Void versus Rick, Void would have a chance to win, and so
Well.
Akliv would be really happy to see Rick out of this,
Huh.
because in the whole top 12, I think that Rick is the worst matchup for Akliv.
I agree with that.
Because does Akliv want to see Rick do well because they're both Taiwan, or does Akliv want to see Rick lose?
He's
so
very
he wins?
supportive of Rick. He's really supportive of Rick.
I guess for me, it's also like the surprise factor of Dan's. I'll call it new style. Okay, he wants to go with JP with Rick.
Okay. So he. So will
I
he?
feel like Ackliff picking Void would give Rick the best chance to win because Rick
Right.
gets picked.
Right.
Karma for Void saying 0-1 to Hiku.
This is not the time to be a hero, Ackliff. It's time to fight for your own chances of making it to Japan.
Okay, I guess I will. I will say if a Cliff fights Dan, I think Dan's new style is it's very aggressive, but in the opening. But I
Don't
think it's
listen
more
to this Dan
stable.
propaganda, please. This guy is a shill for Dan and Yoshi. Like he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's always chilling for them.
Okay, buddy, you're just.
No,
jealous.
if you want my opinion, my very true opinion, I think this place is extremely American biased. So whatever you choose, Dan will win, Coopery will win, and Animeru will win.
I'm gonna finish my
Void
thought,
has a
'cause I-
chance, but you and Rick, you will definitely lose.
Oh my god. I feel bad because you know what? I wasn't even gonna say Dan was gonna win. I was gonna say like his style is like really aggressive at the opening, but I think a Cliff would be a bit more used to that because of players like Rick, who also have like pretty aggressive habits. I think Dan can get a set, but I think it's gonna be tough for him to beat a Cliff. I think the new style gives him a much better chance though. But I would feel like it'd be like 2-1, a Cliff like loses a life. As I guess like the most likely result without getting too crazy with it.
To be honest, I really think that Akliv would pick Dan and win 2-0.
Okay.
Ooh.
Right, so
Okay.
even if Coopery only has one life, and
I really
Oh,
think he would pick
yeah,
Coopery.
that's
Come on,
true.
guys. He only has one life. And like Coopery
Yeah,
has
but-
beaten. I think Coopery beat Akliv in like their last 2 or 3 sets, but I don't know. This is different. This is the top 12, and also it's a first to 10. I that's always a point, you know.
Well, would you rather play someone who has one life and can get sets out of you, or would you rather play someone that has 2 lives and has absolutely no chance?
I think everyone here has a chance of taking a set off of Akliv.
I agree.
Oh, that was a
I don't
joke,
think
guys.
I don't think Coopery is that special. Okay?
He's getting into our
Alright.
heads.
Alright, Yoshi, you have to be our deal breaker here. Who do you think a Cliff picks? You know him the best.
Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay ay ay.
So, Ackliff doesn't like to play against players who he can't get good reads off of, right? So, honestly, for that reason, he might be avoidant of Dan and Coopery, because even though theoretically he should have the matchup, just him as a player has that like discomfort, and that can affect his playstyle, which is why he has those weird matchups with those players. So I can see a world where he picks Void out of comfort.
No!
Out of comfort.
Stop the stream.
I'm gonna say if he does pick Void, I think it could come back to bite him. Even if it is
Yes,
comfort, I think Void is
Yeah,
on the
you
ground.
guys are
Here's
underestimating
the
me,
thing.
okay?
Here's the
So
thing.
I was doing pretty bad during PGRS, but lately I've been playing less, and I've also been playing more casually, and I've been having fun with the game again. So I am confident that I can conjure something up that will lead me to a 2-0 victory against Ackliff, okay? Be very careful with your choice.
And here's the problem. Void didn't let me finish my thought. But I'm glad that he said all
Okay,
of
go
that,
on.
because the prediction
Oh.
involves, first of all, who I predict the pick will be, but I didn't talk about the result. So here's the thing. Akliv picks Void because of comfort. However, Void is cooking recently. Also, I don't want to predict Akliv into Void because then that kills Void, and it's like, I don't want Void dead. That's messed up. So, actually, maybe Void can win? I don't know about the 2-0, I'm sorry. It's really scary to say 2-0. Akliv's very consistent. I could wager a 1-2 where Akliv picks Void, but Void still ends up winning with 1 life. That's my prediction.
You know what? I'm gonna say Void wins 2-1. I think Void wins. I'm gonna spice it up. I'm gonna say I think Void has the potential. I think Void has the free for. He has some good attack potential, and I feel like Akliv has been slipping recently. I think, you know, with the set losses to Ana kind of also having those kind of like mid-game attacks, but they're like less consistent, I think, than Void has the output for. And I think Void has a good chance in this matchup now.
Wow.
I think Void can do it.
Well, I would vote that I think Akliv would win 2-0 or 2-1, but
Ooh.
Guys, you can always pick someone other than Void for this matchup, you know?
I think we're locked into
The
the
option
Void.
is
I think we're
always
locked in
there.
Void. I
Except,
think we've locked in Void
I
for the
guess
sake of the stream.
I'll let Tom say who he thinks Akliv will pick first.
I think actually this is tough question, but actually will choose first Kupli and second Dan or Annabelle.
Yes!
So
Mm.
yeah, choose one of them. So yeah, that's my prediction. And yeah, it's really tough thing. Actually, never choose Rick, and
Yeah.
I think Void is tough opponent for Akliv because Akliv basically wanted to read the opponent's shapes correctly. So if the opponent's shape is difficult to read, Akliv avoid to choose that opponent basically. So and safe option is Kupli Annabelle Dan. one of them.
Okay, I agree 100%.
Should we just put Kupari as like the safe pick there then? For the sake of going to next match. And we kind of just like talk about who has like the rotation.
I guess my vote would be that Kupari would get picked in this situation.
Okay.
But
It's
Yeah, it's good to see you guys coming back to your senses.
be honest,
there's
I'm
absolutely no way he's going to pick
I'm
Kupari.
not confident
Yeah.
about Aklev's thoughts,
oh.
and I'm not sure about the Aklev's the recent scores against those players. So yeah, it's up to you who's picked for Aklev's opponent.
Alright then, Yoshi, final call. Who do you think it is?
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh.
put someone on the spot.
I think Void just makes so much sense, but to be fair, Kupri does have 1 life. That's probably a confidence boost for Akliv, to be fair.
you could argue, like I said, picking Void gives Rick a pick. He gives Rick a better chance.
I think...
Look, guys, have you asked yourselves how those 10 sets that Akliv won went? Because they might have been really, really close. Like, there was a 25-24. You know?
And I said,
Have you considered that?
Okay, to be honest, I think Akliv is confident enough in Rick's abilities that he doesn't need to get a pick. There's a reason Rick could just sit at 4th place and get the day 2 bye, but not have to worry about ranking up more.
Okay, then let's do this. We'll do a Cliv Void for this, and then we'll do a separate slide if a Cliv picks Cooperi.
Sure.
Does that sound fair? Okay.
I think.
So in this round, that Void gets stuck with a Cliv. I do think it would bite a Cliv back. I think Void would win 2-1.
Wow.
Wow.
I think Void could do it. I think there's not a lot of good matchups here for Cliv. Even if they are comfort, he has the bad run-in with Cooperi and Ana right now. I think if he is trying to actually get through with 2 lives, I don't think he gets through any matchup with 2 lives. Except for maybe Cooperi, maybe Void, but even then, I just don't think it's likely. Okay, then we can just go next pick, and then the next Rick between Ana, Dan, Cooperi, and I think Rick would probably just pick Cooperi.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we're coming to this consensus
like
with that
it's just
Cliv
like-
Void.
It's a tie. It's a choo-choo.
Yeah. We'll come back to it. We'll go just no max. Next
Sure,
match,
sure,
so
sure.
it's stuck here forever.
Yeah, no, Rick Cooper just makes sense. He'll just do I think it's just like he's too dominant with his play style that like it'll be overwhelming for Cooper. And he'll just like win the set.
Agreed. I think Rick is just so fast on the build speed. And I think Cooperi just needs points and time where he needs to think about what he's doing. I think at that point it's probably too late, and Rick is probably just gonna either attack you or be ready with his main.
It's true, yeah, his main follow-ups or his second chain follow-ups are just so fast that it's like, even if he, like, strikes first, he will often just outchain you just cause.
Does anyone think, in this scenario, that Rick picks anyone other than Cooperi?
Let me check.
No.
Ooh, Hiku's looking over the stats.
So either Cooperi or Dan, I would say. But yeah, most likely Cooperi, I agree.
Does anyone think Cooper has a chance of getting a set off of Rick?
Oh, there's always a chance.
I want to believe it, but I don't think it's likely. I wouldn't predict it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, if we decided that AOD won, then AOD would defeat Rick, I believe.
Oh, that's a good point. But then would Rick choose AOD, Hiku?
Would
Oh
Aqua
no,
pick
actually,
AOD?
Ooh.
he would pick Dan, but Akliv would pick Dan first.
Oh. Jeez.
Okay, then.
Sorry, I had to leave for like 2 minutes. What happened?
We're seeing if Cooper has a chance of taking a set off of Rick in this scenario.
I think
Like
Rick
how
just
I-
chooses Coopery, probably out of, not knowing that much about overseas players, I assume. And the fact that Coopery has only 1 life.
Yeah.
And the fact that Rick has been steamrolling everyone.
Yeah, that's fair. I
guess,
think it just Rick gets past both lives. I think it's just very unlikely that Cooper could take it. I think it's possible, but I also really wouldn't predict it.
Alright, I guess 2-0 for... Well, 1-0 I guess for Rick, yeah.
Yeah. And then Ana versus Dan would actually be kind of crazy if that happens. But I think really good for probably both of them. I think both of them would be like okay with this matchup.
This is interesting. Very interesting.
I don't know who I'd actually pick here. I feel like this is really close for me.
Tough.
I think it's I think Dan, if he really has this secret weapon that he has been developing, then he starts with an advantage. And Anamaru is pretty good at sort of adapting and turning the game into you know, a matter of being ready to respond to what to like whatever attack she's building on her board. Like she usually turns sets into something like that. You know, you have to adapt to her at the end of the day. So I think Dan has a boost at the start, and Amara probably adapts and gives Dan trouble. But I believe in Dan's ability to adapt to Anamaru's adaptation. So I think it's the 2-1 for Dan.
Yeah, I agree with everything that Void said.
Okay. Yoshi, Dan, do you have any thoughts on this matchup?
I believe in myself in this matchup, but I could see it going either way, but I think I would win.
My thoughts on it is that Anna has grown to become more adaptable against players who do play like a strong mid game, because as we mentioned, she was very main chain oriented, and lately she's picked up on mid game strategy. But I don't know if she's quite as developed in the realm of rush players. I don't remember that many matchups where she has had to go up against a rush player in the first place. And so because of that, like, first of all, it's inexperience, and second of all, she's honing her mid-game skill, right? Which leaves little room to hone other skills. And so I think that Dan's just like consistency in early aggression, or at least the threat of early aggression, is going to be something that's fairly foreign. To be honest, I wonder if Dan can even escape with both lives, but Anna's consistency is really high as well, whereas Dan's, generally, his consistency falters a little bit, so she could take a set based on merit of that alone. But I'd even say it's possible that Dan ends up retaining 2 lives.
Okay.
Hiku, I thought you were gonna disagree with everyone.
Oh, well. Yeah, well, it's just that I thought that everyone would be wrong, but apparently you're not wrong every time.
Whoa.
I kind of in the same mood for Yoshi. I feel like Dan wins this. I just don't know if it's with 2 lives. I feel like it's most likely Dan takes the first set, and it really comes down to how well Anna plays in the second. So if Anna does adapt good, you know, I think it's 2-1 Dan, just out of like surprise factor, on top of like just how much effort he's been putting into the new style. If Anna doesn't adapt good, like Dan could easily get out of this with 2 lives. I'll say 2-1 just for the sake of I have faith that Anna has gotten better. It's just hard for me to say. I don't know if you have any thoughts on this, Tom, at all.
Yes, it's Tom time.
I think 2-1 for them. So I had some matches with both of them. So the skill levels are so close, and it is difficult to predict the score. But yeah, Dan's the aggressive play style or will disturb at the first set. Anamel's relatively consistent play, and then we'll get the rhythm and will be relatively dominant all over the games. So, but yeah, Anamel is still a very good player. So coming back one set. So finally, 2-1 for then if would be the result.
Okay.
I think everyone's kind of in agreement for Dan then.
I think I can see the 2-1
It's-
then. Yeah, I can settle with that.
Okay. And I say for the sake of this first scenario,
Yeah.
we play out the finals, but because we can't pick between Void and a Cliv, let's just like carry them both over to next slide, because I think I have like a general feeling of how the picks are gonna work anyways. That's fine to talk about both of them.
Do we
Well,
want
we
to
only
murder
need
them in the
Yoshi.
prediction? Eh?
Like we already got so many circles on this. I think we should save our sanity and just copy paste them both, and we'll just pretend. Like depending on which one gets through.
We're gonna have a lot of alternate universes.
On the final round, though, only Yoshi picks.
Yes,
So
this is true.
that's
Yeah.
kind of what matters. If Yoshi wins.
Hold on, let me make another alternate universe version of this slide then. Okay, cool. Let's do alternate
perfect.
universe 1 where...
Like a Void gets through, and then one with a Cliv.
Do we want to assume they come through with 1 life then, because it's such a close matchup?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we'll do that. I think it's the most fair.
Okay, so our remaining players end up being... So... Let me... Did I not paste my... Oh, wow, Wow. I was almost too good at everything, but it's okay. Boom. Look at that.
I copied you at least real
Oh.
quick.
Well, there's 2 of me. That's great.
Oh no, that's funny. We'll delete that one then.
Alright guys, I should give some credit to Riley for helping me out on the back end. He's been doing most of the modification of the slides. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll copy Rick, and you can copy Void and the Cliv.
Yeah, okay. This works for me. Look at that teamwork, guys.
And I'll copy Dan over.
Yes.
Okay. So, if this operates that Cliv has... Whoops. Oh, I moved it. Let me undo. Okay, it's just so if we're like in this realm where a Cliff has 1 life, Void has 1 life, Rick and Dan, I'll say for the scenario if Void is not here and it's like a Cliff, Rick, Dan, I think Yoshi just picks Dan. Like, I don't think he ever picks Rick here. And a Cliff his matchup is so rough against, right? In fact, I think he just picked either... I don't know if he'd pick Void either. Oh. Okay, I'll start with the first one. I think Dan, if it's a Cliv, Rick, Dan, that go through. Because Dan has 1 life, and he has a better match
Yeah.
against Dan than he does a Cliv and Rick.
Yeah, I
I
100%
feel like
agree.
I feel like it's interesting how Yoshi has a bad matchup against everyone here, because like Yoshi is pretty certain to be in top 4. I feel, but then starting in top 4, it's complicated.
Yeah, cause it's like Rick has kind of just steamrolled everyone, and then last time I think Yoshi played Rick, he did reset Rick, but Rick 2 lives, like I don't think you ever want to fight that. And then a Cliv and Yoshi just always trade sets back and forth. I think Yoshi won the most recent one, but I think before that, right, like the Cliv was on like a 4-set streak or something.
Yeah.
Who erased me? No.
Sorry, I put you on the alternate universe version on the next slide.
Okay.
So.
So it's like, I don't know, it's just hard here because I feel like, yeah, every matchup here is rough, so it might as well be Dan. And it's like Dan because Dan has 1 life, and it's just technically the most favorable matchup for Yoshi.
Yeah.
Because if I had to bet,
Yeah.
I would bet on Yoshi picking me.
Yeah, it's definitely you.
That's kind of the matchup I would want in this. If it was this scenario, I'd rather play Yoshi than Ackliff or Rick, I think.
That's
personally.
fair.
That's pretty fair.
I respect it.
And if we're assuming Dan already has 1 life here, I think it's just really tough for Dan. Because I think Yoshi would... Well, he wouldn't be able to watch the sets, right? Because they're happening. So there is still a
Yeah.
surprise factor.
Yeah, there is.
And so it's like, I think if surprise factor works and Yoshi loses set 1 to Dan, then we go to like a 1-1 scenario. I don't know. I feel like Yoshi should have the adaptation factor. I think it's kind of uphill for Dan here. Part of that is just like you have second life, so you got that little bit of grace.
I think it's 1-0 for Yoshi.
You still think
Yeah,
it's likely
same.
Dan? So, damn.
It could be 1-1 too.
Oh yeah.
Well, Yoshi, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I was gonna let
I'm
everyone
curious
else
to
finish what
hear.
they were gonna say before I like chip in and give my point of view. Because it's very personalized.
Ooh.
Okay,
I think
yes, in that case, when it comes to like particularly situations where I know I have like the potential to have a long run, as in like I have a few sets ahead of me or I have a lot of points ahead of me, right? I tend to allow myself to have a slow start in order to like make sure that I have the opponent like down, right? Like I understand what they're doing, I understand what I need to do to be able to beat them. I sort of play the like I guess like Tom says, like the Pipinier style, where it's like I don't care if I'm like losing a set in order to get to that point, but if it means that I can like really strongly take the set that will allow me to win, then I might just end up dropping that set by the nature of like the way that I play this game. And also just like when I say slow start, it also is the fact of the matter is I often do just drop like a first set against the players that I have bad matchups against, and then I do my like whole recovery comeback thing, except in this case like he only has 1 life, so I don't need to do the reset or anything, so there's even less pressure on me. But I'd say there's a decent chance he takes that first set.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
and I forgot that you don't play any other matches after this, so yeah, I think it's probably a 1-1.
That's the pretty critical thing, right? Like I have no more stress after I lose that set. I lose that set, I win, and then I'm done for the event.
But what if you lose that set and then lose and then it's done?
I think I'm good enough at adapting that I won't let that happen, unless you think otherwise, Hiku.
I mean, Dan always had a pretty good matchup against you, like better than what the ratings say.
Willow, can you identify if they were like shorter or longer sets though, Hiku? I guess that's my question.
Well, in the PGRS ones, well, it's always short sets, but in the ranked matches ones, I feel like it's always been closer than it should, according to the ratings.
Right.
Yeah, I use the matchup command, and like you guys usually play first to 30, and there's a bunch of wins for Dan, like 30 to 29, 30 to 25 to 23, stuff like that.
Oh, and to 19 as well.
That's
Wow.
true. That did happen. I remember that day. That was rough.
I guess that also puts in this like how much is the Ascension sets for you guys, both of you, I guess, like super serious, I must win those sets, versus how much of them are like practice for tournament? Because it's not like losing Ascension sets does anything to your Sega event. It's like whatever, to be honest.
I guess for me, I just play more like I don't try out new stuff as much in a ranked match, but like I take it pretty seriously, but I don't. I could take it more seriously, I guess.
I would
But I
say
don't like mess around or just do random stuff.
yeah, I'd say we both like put in a good effort. Not so much that we have to. It's not like the same as playing in competition, but it can be slightly more like not casual because it's technically not a casual set. But you know, if we play each other enough, that we have that sort of like friendliness between us. That's like, oh, you know, we'll do what we can, but like one of us has a bad day, oh well, you get to win 30-19, and another day it's like it goes the other way around. But I think there is merit in talking about the fact that there are times where Dan does just manage to get a longer set off me.
I agree. I'm just like curious if any of those sets were like, I am trying something new, so it adds context like why the 19-30 happens, or like why another set maybe swings one player's way or another. But like, I guess it goes into like practice habits, which is not as important as just winning the set. But yeah, I think this is 1-1 set-wise. I don't think it'll... I guess Yoshi could just win the first set, but I don't know. I have faith that Dan has a good chance.
In that case, do we swing over to Tom?
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts, Tom, on Yoshi versus Dan?
Okay, let me make sure this is the same rule, first to 10 and the first two sets.
So in this case, Dan lost 1 life from the previous round. So I only need to win 1 set, but he needs to win 2 sets.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a tough question, but 1-2-0 for Yoshi.
Oh, you think so?
What was the recent score between you?
Would Hiku know this off the top of his head?
Oh yeah. So the last matches in PGRS, the head-to-head in terms of sets was 8-3 for Yoshi, and in terms of points, it's 53-44.
Okay. Then yeah, basically 1-2-0. I predicted.
Oh, Tom, do you mean as in I have 1 life and he has 0, or do you mean I win with 2 lives and he has 0?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, that's right. So basically, I was thinking about how effective Dan did his that aggressive mid-game style against Yoshi's the consistent chain building. So sometimes Yoshi, as well as me, so Yoshi is building the main chain, like kind of the multiple stacking. Then we have less way to respond to the opponent's rush tags. So kind of the only single 3-chain or single 4-chain that's weak against the rush attacks. So that's our problem. So I was thinking about that, but yeah, so hearing that's the last scores. Okay, that's can be dealt with correctly. So then, yeah, basically I predicted 1-0.
So it sounds like everyone's confident that Yoshi will win. It's just a question of if it's gonna lose a set or not. Other than Dan obviously gonna believe in himself to win.
Same on the fence.
Believe in yourself, Dan. Don't let us stop you. Oh, whoops. Then yeah, I guess that leaves us with Cliv and Rick for the last match. Oh, so
Wow.
so do we agree? Should I just like put
Yes.
on life minus for you, Yoshi, as well, or just only for Dan?
We'll put 0, I guess, left for Dan, but I don't know. Do we have agreed upon count? Do we think I can win the first set, or do I lose that life?
Well, I think it's a 1-1. Tom thinks it's a 1-0. What does everyone else think? Guys?
I'm
Yes.
thinking about-
Um,
Alright, Hiku,
so
what do you think?
I think it's most likely 1-0 for Yoshi, because, well, in terms of stats, the one who has the most chance to win the first set is Yoshi. So the highest chance is that he wins 1-0.
Let me just say, nah, I'd win.
I guess out of just majority rule, we'll just say one. Yoshi just wins first set.
Sure. I think there's also, I do say that I'm slow to start, but I don't, and like I have dropped sets in tournaments and then had to do the clawback, but even like the most recent result I had against Dan, I believe, was like losers bracket, very high pressure. I had to win that in order to like make sure I'm first in the ranking, and I pulled through from a deficit of something like 2 to what was it? Do you remember, Dan, what the score diff was? It was really dire.
I don't remember.
I was down by a lot of points, so like 4 or 5 points, and then I like won a bunch in a row and managed to take the set. So I do feel like I can just take the first set off the ball like you guys are saying. I can believe in that. Thanks, guys.
And then Cliff versus Rick, I think this
Oh,
is rough because I know Cliff doesn't want to play Rick at all.
but Active won in the most recent set. In
But how many sets has Cliff actually won against Rick?
uh-oh. Is it stats time straight away?
I think if you count the B Pro Cup, which was offline, then the head-to-head in terms of sets is 5 to 10, and if you don't count it, then it's 3 to 9.
So still
And-
Rick favored, but sounds like nicer with the head-to-head offline, excuse me.
Yeah, and the offline event was like it felt like Active and Rick weren't playing at their best. Since it's offline, we are not used to it, so it's hard to play at your best in these conditions.
This is rough. I think online may be more comfortable, but I also think Rick is just pretty aggressive. I remember watching some of Cliff streams where some of the other Taiwanese players, I'm forgetting their name, for Cliff was playing on the stream, was also getting pretty aggressive, and Cliff was getting caught every now and again. So I feel like Rick should just win this. I just don't know if a Cliff takes a set, and I think I said it was 1-1 between Dan and Yoshi, but I feel like for Rick it could just be quick 1-0.
isn't the top 12 going to be pretty late for Taiwanese players?
They're both going to be a bit out of it,
What is-
probably. Well, actually, Akliv has more experience then, right? Because Rick hasn't been up at these times before, but Akliv has been for tournaments a few times in PGRS.
Yeah, and they've had some pretty close sets that I remember. Even those sets that Akliv lost, a lot of them were pretty close. So I think he has a good chance of winning like the first set. But I think the biggest issue in dealing with Rick is that he is very, very consistent with his attacks, and so you need to match his level of consistency. And I'm not confident that anyone in the overseas community right now has that level of consistency. So I think it's I will bet on like a 1-1.
Yeah, to add to what Void said, this match should be at around 2 a.m. for them, 1:30, 2 a.m. So it will be pretty late.
That's true. Man, it's tough because I feel like the only player I've seen like confidently go against Rick is Senred. And Senred no longer here, so it's like, I mean, good for everyone, but especially good for Rick. When you can think of matchups too. Man, it's hard because even his Oil League was really good. Yeah, I can see 1-1, but I think Rick does win overall.
I think the important thing to note is that, yeah, because Akliv is on 1 life here, we're assuming that Akliv takes the first set. Do we think he can just, like, run that?
I think Rick has very good secondary sets. I remember, I think it was like the grand final you reset against him. Like, Rick was able to adapt pretty quickly after the set. Like, he just like completely turned it around. I think, I don't know if it's like mental fortitude is the right word. At least from the way I feel like Rick plays, he doesn't let stuff bother him if something doesn't work out. And I don't know if that's the correct way to put it, but there's just something about him I think that lets him just flip the switch.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean by, you know, he's super consistent. Like you, okay, I took a set off of him, but then, you know, it's it's hard to be confident about the next set because it doesn't seem to bother him, you know.
Yeah,
At
I've
all.
always said that he's the sort of player who just does what he wants and gets away with it. There's very few people I can say who play like that, but yeah, Rick I think is one of those people, which makes him more threatening on follow-up sets.
Do you think Akliv loses to Rick here, or what do you think is the most likely then, Yoshi? What is your prediction?
I think, yeah, like everyone's saying, I think Rick maybe loses the first set, but then ultimately he just takes Akliv out afterwards.
Damn, Tom, any thoughts?
Well, I think Rick win, but it might be 1-1. Or yeah.
Okay, so both players have 2 lives there.
1 life for Akliv.
Oh,
So what? Yeah.
oh, then 1-1 for here.
1-1. Okay.
Yes.
Looks like we're in agreement.
Yeah, I think it's just hard for anyone to see Rick losing right now. Where did it not? Right, there you go.
Yeah, I would say 2-0 for Rick.
Yeah,
Just to contradict everyone. But that's actually what I think. I think it's the most likely. But whatever, we all agree that Rick has a higher chance to win, which is the important parts.
Yeah, we'll just give Rick the one life then, for the sake of consistency. So at least in this timeline, it is Yoshi and Rick. So I guess we can finish out the Void Goes Through timeline, and then we can decide if we want to do any more after that.
Yeah, we'll check on how everyone's feeling and things. But yes, first of all, let's talk about the scenario where Void beats Hackliv. Okay, you guys talk.
I think it's the same as the other one. You would still pick Dan. And then the same thing would happen. And then Rick would murder me.
Oh, interesting. I thought Yoshi would actually pick you, Void, given the practice sets recently.
Oh, I think there's no way Yoshi would pick Void. I think Yoshi would pick Dan.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do you have any thoughts, Yoshi? Would you just pick Dan again?
You guys don't think I would pick Rick?
Yeah, absolutely not. I don't think you would pick Rick.
Why?
Yeah, why would you pick Rick?
Because then I get to go to Japan with Void or Dan.
Oh,
Ooh.
would you actually risk that? Would you risk that against Rick?
That's a really, really, really hard question. Legitimately.
Wait, do you want to go to Japan, or do you want Void and Dan to have a chance?
Well, we'll just bribe Yoshi.
Yoshi, yeah, I think you should pick Rick in the first round, in round 2.
Oh, all the way back here. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then on the second round, if you win,
Yeah.
you should pick Hackliv then.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Beautiful team kills.
I don't know, man. Prior to... I said this to Void already. Prior to the change in top 12 for this event, I was like, you know what? If it depended on Void, because I was like, if I feel like Void could beat the other strong player, then I would choose not to pick him if I felt like he could win it. But at the time I was more hesitant because it was like maybe going to be like Senred or Villain, and I'm like, okay, if Void is not going to be Senred or Villain, then I'm just going to pick him. But if I feel like he has a chance, then I'll let him try. And now it's like, it's Void and Dan, so I'm like, I don't know, like I could go either
Who do you
way.
like more?
Well, no, I'm not the one deciding that. If I pick Rick, then I just, like, I leave it up to them. That's not on me anymore.
But would you actually pick Rick?
I
What is the data on Yoshi versus Rick?
Yeah,
Hiku.
we need a
Hiku bot.
He get destroyed.
Yeah.
So actually, the matchup in terms of sets is 7-4 for Rick, and in terms of points, it's actually closer. It's 70-60.
I didn't expect it to be so close on points. I thought the sets would be closer than the point. Huh, that's weird. That's weird.
Does that make you feel any more confident about picking Rick, though? Like, if it legitimately came down to it, do you think you could do it? And be like, I would just play Rick, try to beat him.
Oh my gosh.
You can say no, you can be like, I picked Dan, and be sorry, Dan, you know?
Let's say I don't pick him. Would I pick Void or Dan? They're both on one life right now. Sorry, I'm making more alternate universes again. If I don't pick Rick, I'd probably be a little more comfy against... Probably Dan. I think Void and I have been close enough for the longest time that it's still threatening to fight him. Even if it feels like I should have a winning matchup against him, there's always like a decent chance that he can play really well and beat me, to be honest. So I would say Danny is a safer choice than Void.
Okay. Then
If I choose Rick,
We
do I
can
think
talk-
I win? It really depends on my how I gauge my abilities in the coming week. If I can feel like I get consistent enough to deal with that early aggression, which I've started to recently, I've started to get better at it. It just, I don't know if it's ready for Rick, because I haven't fought him in ages.
that's fair. Then we'll say Dan for now.
Okay.
We can just refer to last part of the stream. Then Rick versus Void. Do we think any different? Void, any case for yourself?
No.
You don't believe?
No,
You don't
Void.
believe? Oh.
Send me to
gracious.
the Shadow Realm.
Would you have preferred to fight me?
You?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Okay, what makes it different? Like, what is Yoshi versus Rick? What is the difference?
Oh, the difference is that I have a lot more experience against Yoshi. I have a much better idea of what I have to do to win.
Right.
And against Rick, we didn't play a lot in PGRS, and like those were mostly smaller sets, and like I got steamrolled because I still have to figure out how exactly to approach his style. So like it's maybe not, there's maybe not that big of a gap between me and Rick compared to me and Yoshi, but the experience is really important, and I'm sorely lacking that against Rick.
Hmm.
In terms of head-to-head, well, it's the most steamroll of all PGRS because it's 9-0 for
Oh.
Rick.
Oh no.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that lopsided. Oh no, Void. You never know. This could be the round, but yeah, I kind of.
I don't know.
I'd have to agree. I think Wood just loses here. I think
guess
Rick would
that's
win.
it. Yeah. I guess
Yeah,
that's
that's rough.
that.
Yeah.
What are
I
you
don't
waiting
know.
for? Remove my life?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was thinking like if there's any way Void can get a life, but I'm also not confident.
I'm not worthy of this top 4. Remove me.
You're not. All right, so this one I guess a lot more straightforward. Just Yoshi, Rick go through.
Yeah.
It is kind of like back into underdog city.
Yeah. I guess.
All right, do we have the energy to do like a day 2 where a Cliff just picks Cooperi, or do you want to just like
how's
call it?
everyone feeling? Are we like, do you have commitments today? Are you tired?
I just kind of want to see it because I feel like it would be a lot different. Even if we
Thank
just
you.
go kind of fast.
I feel the same.
Okay, then yeah, we can do it then. If Hiku and Void are down,
Hmm.
or we just do it with like whoever's left.
Yeah, up to you. This is your choice.
Oh, sure,
I
yeah,
mean-
I can do. Oh,
I mean, round 1, AOD would win.
Oh, do we do we
yeah,
do
I
the round
agree, I
one?
So,
agree. He's
uh,
right.
Are we doing the full alternate universe?
I think that may be too much.
Okay.
If you want, I could share with you like the stats of
Okay.
every, well, a lot of stats, and we could take a look at it at some point.
Yes.
Sure, I'll be down.
Absolutely.
I'm down. I like alternate universe stuff. I think it's interesting.
That means AOD is not allowed to win though if we skip day 1, sorry.
Yeah, I think we're just going straight to day 2 to save time.
Okay, understandable.
Well, I
It's
also-
okay, AOD. Time will prove them wrong.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's like the point, so we can be wrong and come back to it.
It's true. It's true. Hold on. So we want to
Yeah.
probably copy over. Is it the second result that changes? Because I think my pick against Hiku was pretty.
Yeah, if you look at the bottom where I'm in the alternate, actually,
Oh,
I'm
you're
on
right, yeah.
slide 9. I was just gonna put them there so we don't have to keep moving stuff.
Oh my gosh, you're so good at this, Riley. Thanks.
Yeah.
We need even more detailed stats, like who average main chain size and like who attacks first, and then like when this player attacks first, they win this percent of the
Oh
time,
my
or
gosh,
whatever.
so true. So true, Dan.
Yeah, you still need Rick, Dan, or you need Anna and Dan. I think is who we're missing.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Okay.
Wow, there's a lot of
So-
tabs here. Okay, we'll go through it soon.
Oh god. Okay, so I think if Ecliv picks Cooperi, I do think it is just Ecliv wins. I don't know if Cooperi will get this set. I think he can, but I feel like Ecliv should have been practicing and stuff and could win this without losing a life. I think it's possible.
Then who does Void pick?
Who does Void pick?
Rick.
What a genius.
Yeah, I'll pick him and beat him 2-0 just to flex and make everyone so scared.
Alright, does anyone think Cooperi like gets a set off of a cliff so I can just like copy paste their
No.
result?
Unfortunately not.
No.
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Okay. I also in the kind of in the camp that I think Cooperi can get a life.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, I
Okay,
mean, Cooperi versus Ecliv is currently 16 to 12 in terms of PGRS results, which is not a lot since they didn't play a lot. But that's why I also think that Cooperi may be surprising for Ecliv, and Ecliv may have a hard time.
I think those were short sets though, right? So the surprise factor is more.
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't remember when that was.
Remember that one of the few sets that they played was really laggy, so and I don't remember if there was a big score gap or something.
Oh, the only
But-
I remember what that says that they play on Switch. And because they could not play on PC.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, so like guys, the data is kind of shady here. You know, I really think Aklev will pick Cooperi.
That's good to know.
Okay, then I'll just mark just both lives gone for Cooperi so we don't take too long on it.
Yeah. Fair.
And I feel like I always lose to Void, so he would probably pick me.
Well, actually, I was
Yeesh.
expecting everyone to go, oh, wow, oh no, my god, he's gonna say it's not Den. Okay, but yeah, I would pick an Amaru, actually.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
If
Makes
so Rick
sense.
kills Dan, you don't feel guilty afterwards.
Well, you know, I don't want Dan to be destroyed, but I think an Amaru is a better matchup for me.
I agree with that. That's it.
What is our... Oh, wow, okay, so in terms of points, it's Dan 63 and Void 70. And then in terms of sets, it's 4-6. Oh, and Amaru has a 3-5 record against me, and in terms of points, it's 53 to 71. So in terms of points, it's much better, I think.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I also feel like
Huh.
your style is similar to Anna's, but you have the experience with it because you have those like kind of big aggressive attacks that Anna is still learning.
I think she does better against me in longer sets, like first to 30. But in a first to 10, I'm not willing to risk it playing against Dan, who might come up with some weird stuff that I can't deal with in time. Anamaru is more predictable. Like, there are still things that I don't know exactly how to handle with her, but at least I know that they're coming.
Makes sense. Yeah, I feel like you could just 2-0 both sets. I think it's possible. I don't think it's one, but I think with the pacing, I feel you could get away with both lives.
I think in a fast 10 setting, it's reasonable. Is Void the one who hasn't been upset by Anna? Because Anna upset me and has upset Akliv, right? But Void Anna is...
Oh, I lost 3 sets against her.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I still remember when
Oh, I
those
see.
were in the
Huh.
season.
Yeah, that was really early then, right? I don't think it was recent.
Yeah, I don't remember when she beat me.
Hmm.
And it's like the hard part, like, early season performance is, obviously really important as well, but because, like, there's such a gap between the last when that people can't remember, it's like, how much has changed since then?
Yeah.
I do feel like you have gone better. Well, I also think Anna has gone better. It's just the difference of, like, how much better is that for both of you? Yeah, I'm gonna say Dan. Anna would probably prefer Dan. And I think I'm kind of confident Void might just 2-0 this.
I believe in
I don't know if
Tura.
anyone else. Hiku, Dan, any thoughts on Anna Void?
I could see it being 2-0 for Void, but I guess that's why I'd go with. But I could see Anna winning one still.
Oh, I mean, anything could happen, but I would say that Void wins either 2-1 or 2-0. And I mean, it would make sense because if France has to go down, then USA should go down.
I mean, I think if AOD does get through, because I think he has a good chance. I think Aklim just picks AOD, and then Aklim also beats AOD like he would Coopberry.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I can 2-0 this. If I can go into the top 12 with a clear mind and not burnt out, then I think I can do much crazier stuff in tournaments than in regular play.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm counting on that.
Great.
I think that's true. Like, I do think Anna has a chance to get out too, but I think in this matchup in particular, it's much harder for her. And then Rick versus Dan. Dan had they gained the heavy hitter out of the way early.
I can see it being a 2-1.
I don't know. I Dan has gotten sets off Rick. I remember that much. Right? I believe so. Wait, no, I think it's no, it's 0-2, right? They haven't played that much. Oh yeah, it is 0-2.
Yeah.
But that
We played
could
a-
work in his favor.
Yeah, we played a ranked match recently that was 16-20. But-
Hmm.
I don't know if Rick was in good condition that day.
That's tough. I mean, this is, I guess, give your surprise factor of your new strat maybe also more fire as well, because there is that unknown factor for both of you.
I was wondering about that, like, if you feel like it will be effective in this matchup.
Well, I was trying to come up with the strategy against Rick, Akliv, and Yoshi.
Mm.
Oh, thank God I'm not in your strategy. Yes. Okay.
because we just don't see this matchup enough. I do think Dance Chat for sure can catch Rick off guard, because when I think of when Rick likes playing, it is around the mid game field. But if you make it really annoying for Rick to get to mid game, I think that can be a struggle. But I think the other big part for Rick is also like sometimes there are criticisms where like Rick builds very kind of like pillar centric. So like his first floor becomes just like how do you want to describe it? Like less flexible to defending with, which could help Dan out a good bit. But again, it has been a while since I've seen Rick play, so I don't know how true that still is.
Yeah, and once again, there's the time zone thing. So
Yeah.
you know, it's unpredictability, and also Rick has to be in good shape, which is hard when you're playing late at night.
Yeah, this match is like at midnight or something for Rick.
Yeah.
I want to say it can go either way, but I'd probably still lean towards Rick.
I think a Rick
I just
2-1
don't know about
makes
the unknown
sense.
factor. 2-1. Void Hiku, any thoughts on set count?
I believe in the 2-1.
Nice.
Well, I believe in the 2-0, to be honest. Not that I don't believe in Dan, but I still think that's the most likely result, since Rick has just been destroying everyone, and I don't see him losing in first to 10 that easily.
Alright, Yoshi, did you say yours?
Yeah, I think 2-1. I believe.
Okay.
Okay, so 3-2-1. And then I was like on the fence, so I guess I'll put 2-1 on it.
Alright.
And I think also makes day 2 a little bit more interesting for Kaza One Life.
Yes. This is now really interesting.
I'm very curious to this matchup. So I hope it does happen for entertainment's sake. Maybe not so much for Dan. Maybe he'd rather go to Ana another timeline. The Eclipse takes Void and Void wants to kill everyone arc. But actually, I do think this makes Yoshi's pick a lot more interesting. Because we have a Cliv, Void both assuming 2 lives, or the 1 life Rick.
Oh, jeez.
Alright. Yoshi, who do you pick? Do you go for comfort with a Void over a Cliv, or do you try to just take the 1 set off of Rick and let a Cliv and Void fight it out?
You know what? This is something where I would way more lean into playing against Rick, because first of all, Akla Void, them having 2 lives is just so even of a playing field. It feels like a coin flip matchup for me. It's not comfortable. So even outside of the whole like, oh, I would like to like let Void come through, even for my own sake, I might just pick Rick, because it's like, I think I can get a set off of him. I might lose a life along the way, but if it's a 2 life versus 1 life, I think it's alright. I think I believe in myself to do that. Yeah. You guys go.
This is tough
Well-
because... Oh, sorry, you can go first, EQ.
Oh, yeah. I mean, either Rick or Void would make sense. Akliv would be weird, because, well, the matchup between Yoshi and Akliv is pretty hard. But yeah, other than that, well, I feel like maybe I could calculate this to try to get what percentage of chance you would have to beat Ackley or Void in that specific situation, but I feel like it would be pretty close.
Alright, because I feel like there is the potential for Rick to just win 2 sets because of some of Yoshi and Rick's sets being so close, and where Rick kind of got some advantages off of the early attacks. And to reference something that Tom has mentioned between, PPT2, like multi-stacking is much slower and less safe in some instances. Whereas Rick kind of doesn't multi-stack that often. He kind of looks for the more aggressive L shapes. And it might help him out here more compared to like a game like Champions. Because I think it's just so hard to put any doubt into Rick. I do believe in the Yoshi can pull through, but I also think this is horrifying no matter who you pick. Actually, boy, would you rather play a clever Yoshi in this scenario, since you would more than likely...
Oh, yeah. True life, true life.
Well, again, just because of the number of matches played, I would be more comfortable playing against Yoshi. But I think if I'm doing my best, I can do about the same against Aklev, so I'm kind of indifferent if I'm feeling confident.
Okay.
So, in order to preserve the Yoshi Void treaty, I would have to pick Aklev.
Aww. He does care.
Beautiful.
Guys.
This is tough because I don't know. When's the last time you and Eclipse played, actually, now that I think about it?
I always feel like I end up on his side of the bracket, not you, Void. So.
Oh, the last time I played with him?
Yeah.
It was in Les Donjons, I'm pretty sure. And it was the set that was 25-24.
Oh.
But also, like, we had a conversation right after that, which began with, "I'm so tired of this game." And then he said, "Yeah, I agree." So, like, yeah. We really needed a break from the game. But I think we if we are both at the same level of energy, then we can get some really close scores anyway.
Well, my heart says Yoshi and Void move on. That's what I want to believe in this timeline.
But
my
the
brain...
opposite.
Yeah, my brain says Yoshi a Cliff, but I'm not even confident in that because I think Rick Yoshi's going to be really close.
Wow. Thank you, Riley.
Yeah, I actually don't have good input here because I feel like these matches are like pretty tough. Any vibes?
This reminds me of that
up?
one time, closer to the beginning of PGRS, where I had to play against Red. And I remember, Riley, I remember you weren't so confident about me. I remember you didn't have any faith, and I proved you wrong, Riley. so I'll prove you wrong again.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I was like, I think Cedric will win, but I want to believe in Void.
Yeah. That's what they all say.
Dude, what do you want from me, man? I'm a Cedric simp. Korea #1.
I was gonna say we did the Akliv Void matchup already, but then we kind of didn't because we left them both as possibilities.
Oh,
It was like,
oh.
yeah. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
I guess we're back here again.
It's
Yeah, I
okay,
feel
guys.
like-
You can make your choices.
Yeah, I feel like no one really wants to say that Akliv is going to destroy Void.
Oh.
You know, if I had the same
Yeah.
presence as Void has, you wouldn't have said that I lose 2-0 to Yoshi. It would have been two scenarios, and since it's Void and he has a cute bird picture, you just end up being like, oh no, let's not, say that he will get 2-0.
Okay. So
You
think
should see
Akliv
my
just
picture in
plays
the. You should see my picture in the Latam community if you don't want to think of me like a cute bird. Hold on. There it is. Wait. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. So think of me like this instead.
Alright,
Oh, okay. Well, you get 2-0.
Clip 2-1. Clip 2-1. Yeah, sorry, Void's done. If he doesn't. I feel like Void has the practice I want to believe, but I do think Eclipse will win.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can say, just play me again. Just play me again. Just get it out of the way. Hey, dude, join the ranks, dude. I'm used to it. Like, you just play me and you can go.
Okay, so 2-0, alright.
I
give you
think
a
that's such
point.
high stability. I don't like it. It kind of makes sense though. Yikes.
Alright, so, dude, who else thinks Yoshi will win against Rick?
I think so. I think it would most
think-
likely be a 1-1.
I think this is Rick and Akliv winning and going to Japan, and it will not cost a lot for Sega for the flights.
Wow.
That's insane.
I don't. Also, I can't really disagree with Hiku here. I think Rick is the worst pick for Yoshi here. I think Rick is so strong. I don't think it matters. He has one life. It just sucks because I work so much with Yoshi, and I want to believe so, but I also can't deny the numbers that Rick does look really good in this matchup.
I'll do it.
I think it will be
Yeah,
very
maybe it
anime.
means-
I think it will be very anime. Yoshi will notice, oh my god, Dan managed to crack through Rick's defenses. I can do it as well, and then he'll get a heroic inspiration and will destroy Rick
This
with
is
ease.
true. Void is recognizing my friendship power now. This is surreal.
And of course, it operates on like Dan
Right.
gets the set. If
Mm.
Rick has 2 lives,
Oh, I'm
I
not
think
picking
Yoshi
Rick.
should just pick Void. Yeah, you just pick
I'm
Void,
sorry.
right? Like,
I'm sorry. That's yeah.
yeah. I think 1 life, Yoshi will do it. I will believe. I'll say 1-1. But 2 lives, I think Rick would come through.
Okay. I'm fine with it. Yoshi is not that far from Japan either.
Alright.
Because less budget for these invitations means more budget for next year PGRS if it happens.
So real.
So true.
Okay, so you want this to happen.
Wow. So this was fun. I'm glad we did this. This was a good time.
Very much the same.
Should we talk about the simulations?
Yes, please.
that
Actually, so
I
what
made
is all this?
in the
So, top 12
Yeah.
result based. Okay, so this is our ratings based on. Wow, TJD just never showed up again, I guess, right?
yeah.
Escaped. Interesting.
So there you have all of the ratings. So it's just the same kind of system as Le Donjon, which means that there's a very small issue where players who didn't play a lot might be a bit too high, like players like Ryan Valerius or Duka. These are like VTubers, and they actually only won one match or something against someone. Well, they just all didn't play against each other, so they didn't play against other players. So
It's the
Yeah.
VTuber
they are
polls that Riley loves
a bit
to
too high.
tell us about.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, I memed so hard on it. That was so funny. Like, I'm glad they got to play. It's really cool to see them. But I also will say that was like the freest pool I've ever seen in my life.
It's funny. Okay, I see.
We
And
registered
then you
with
can see
question
the
mark.
ones.
Oh, I'm at 1.2
Yeah, right.
poggers. Dude, that's so
Nice.
funny. I like that I somehow have a 1.0 rating because I didn't barely play it at all. There's a lot of entrants this year. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm really glad about the number of
Yeah.
individuals who decided to join, even if it was just once. Like, it's awesome to see people getting involved. Look, it's Bruno and Shuki. Oh my gosh, friends.
Oh.
Wait. Oopsies.
I think it's actually interesting that I'm higher than Neru and Free Mecha. Maybe it's because I just didn't play a lot, but I also did have good random wins against like WizKid and other players.
It's probably because
I
of your
gotta-
usually upset one person.
That's true. I like some close ones in Led Dojon against Dan and Anna.
That's cool.
Some W's.
Okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't trust the lower values too much, and obviously the ones who didn't play a lot, you shouldn't
Yes.
trust them either.
Yeah. So then, really, this is quite an interesting spread.
Yeah, and then you can see the top 12 only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Eclipse and Yoshi being tied makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it does. It's interesting
Yeah.
because I was looking at a lot of the head-to-head, and although I do struggle with the other top players, I'm more consistent against everyone else, I think. Aside from Rick steamrolls everyone, but it does feel as though generally one of my strengths has been that I don't get foiled by mid-level players in the same way that
Yeah.
others do. So I think that's the reason why
that's
I
true.
can win tournaments, even though I struggle against these guys.
Yeah, I feel like weaknesses for basically Anna and I guess below is that sometimes it's lack of playing, but I think the other half is the competition near them is getting more creative with how they're approaching the game. Like if you can think of the way Neru tries to incorporate their free form, Wiz, we joke about stairs, but also who is playing stairs, so it is in some way a knowledge check.
Yeah.
I randomly pull out slug and people will lose to it. It's good times, right? But again, it kind of goes there is just so much niche knowledge you have to catch up on that I think it's, unless your fundamentals are extremely solid, it is easy, at least in short sets, to get kind of caught, right? If you have a bad day or if you get hit with some knowledge you weren't ready for.
Simulation.
Yeah, and there
stab
you
at
can
the end.
see. Yeah, the simulation step at the end is like
Whoa.
pretty interesting, I think.
Wait, hold on.
So
Yoshi,
that one. Oh yeah, the point distribution is like, well, it's just what we used in order to make to show like the different values for first place, second place, and all of that.
You mean first place?
Yeah. It's so annoying to deal with. Like, if you want to actually make a program that says first, second, and then 30 seconds, that kind of stuff, it's so annoying. So yeah, it's first.
That's really funny.
Birth, yeah. It's a second.
Yeah, you'll have to deal with this.
Damn. The 0% on Neru Free Mecha Wiz feels bad
Oh yeah.
for like top 2, but like I mean it makes sense from us like ouch, you know.
Yeah.
The Cooper is like less than 1% though. The dream is real. It could happen.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is the simulations.
Right.
So the simulations, the way they were made is that the players will always choose the option that has the lower rating.
I see.
So that's why I have very low chance of going to Japan. It's because no matter what happens, I have to beat Rick in order to go there.
No.
Because I am the highest rating in the top 8, in
Right.
the lower 8.
I see. Oh dear.
As soon as it taken for that really weird scenario, if a Cliff does pick Boy. Hell, and that might be.
It would shake things up.
And yeah, so there's no. I didn't use the matchup information. I only used the ratings. So, you know, for example, I think, well, Angel of Diamond versus Coopery is 2-1 in terms of chances. But the matchup says it's pretty even. So, you know, we never
Yeah.
we never actually know what would happen.
I see.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's interesting. Wow, jeez. Seeing it laid out like this is kind of like
Pretty cool.
jeez. I mean, yeah, it makes a lot of sense that.
Yeah,
Wow.
and as you can see, well,
Slash's
obviously,
weights chance a lot.
yeah, Yoshi and Rick are really the two ones that have the most chance.
That makes sense. Just given like their performances throughout the year, them being like the obvious second or third, or for even first, honestly.
Jeez.
I really hope
Yeah,
it's not Rick or Cliff.
Yes.
Like I would like someone else other. I think one English English community member. You can't let Taiwan win it all the
That's so
time.
valid.
My boyfriend
Yeah.
might be happy with
Yeah.
that because he's from Taiwan.
oh no.
No bias.
There's spies, even in the American community. There's spies. Wow.
Yeah, that's okay. I think what was it? Zai was originally labeled Japanese, and it was really funny.
Oops. Oops.
You know, he's a good old Taiwanese boy.
21 in a million, Wiz is saying.
Like, as long as you believe anything can happen.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah, I hope we see a bunch of upsets because there was a bunch of upsets during PGRS, like the circuit. So
Yeah,
I think that can happen here too.
Yeah, I love good underdog stories. I think WizKid redemption arc from like a strong early start into the slump into a good final showing would be really cool. I think as much as like Neru's playstyle kind of is like crazy, I think at the same time it would be cool if they could really push it. AOD obviously would be huge because, you know, Tom has so much faith in him as him being a high level player. And I think AOD making a run would be hype.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, I mean, AOD just has to send 16 chains to everyone, and he will win.
Hey, I'm allowed to do that too. I've done that before. Hey.
Did you actually send a 16 chain during PGRS?
I've definitely 15'd a couple times. I'm not sure about 16 during PGRS. Might have just been during like ranked or something. Yeah.
I think you sent a 16 during one of your Hisha Roy League matches. I don't think during PGRS.
Maybe not PGRS. It's hard to say. Maybe in a lower match, like maybe not during a top 4 or top 8 match. 15s though, I can pump 15s.
Yeah, I think AOD will be really interested because he just have, you know, the Giga win against a villain.
Yeah, for sure. And I've always said that he's very threatening. Like he there's an alternate universe as well where last year, during the original, like the first PGRS, AOD beat me and advanced in the block and went forward, and he might have been the one representing the overseas players. It's a crazy timeline.
It could, if a AOD goes in day 2, he beats a Cliv, that'd be like a really hype timeline.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that AOD is going to make it to day 2. You guys just don't want to admit it.
Oh yeah, how dare I have faith in my boy Cooperry.
It's so true. So true.
And I would like to say Tom also agreed with me. And if you don't like my opinion, I would like to refer to Japanese pro player.
It's funny how, like, everyone who's met Coopery believes in Coopery, and everyone who met AOD believes in AOD.
Hey, hold on. Tom didn't meet Cooperry.
They played? I mean, they played actually.
I mean, they played, but they didn't like meet me, you know? I don't know, Hiku. Bit of a shaky theory, but maybe reevaluate that one.
Well, then Tom has no idea what he's talking about.
Wow.
Well, he said I would get wrecked by Neru and then Yoshi. That's not happening.
Oh yeah, the Tom Neru call out was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, I was not ready for that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, well, we'll see anyway. I mean, it could happen. You know, the simulations say that I don't have 100% chance to go to Japan. But yeah.
You'll go to Japan just out of spite, so you can beat Tom personally.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually a chance that I end up going to Japan anyways.
I'm thinking the same thing, Hiku. I think it's something that I like care enough about that I'd want to set the time aside to meet people, whoever ends up going and hanging out for a bit.
I remember you said you
Yeah.
wanted to get third or something so that you could go on your own or something. Go to commentate or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. It's actually on February 8th. I'm just answering the chats.
Yes. Hi, Tony.
And yeah. I've been also thinking about going there to just try to talk with the Sega guys about PGRS 2026.
Right, that makes sense.
That could be a thing as well.
I hope.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether I will go or not.
Yeah, I was supposed to go this last 2 weeks, but I got sick, so I couldn't go. So Zai went himself with Raikon for some OG names, and I was like sad because I wanted to go, and then they bought me Puyo merch though, so I'm like, yippee!
That's pretty hype, yeah.
I'll probably go some point. I need to go to Korea too, as well. Still
Yeah.
no plans.
Yeah, that's what you've been studying.
True. I also just want to like meet the Korean community.
So true.
Because I talked to some of them in Pump, and there's players like Silas who are really pog.
Yeah, that's true. After PGRS, I need to get like onto the Japanese language learning grind again, so that I can communicate more while I'm over there. Because I feel so bad. I'm like, oh, I want to talk to you guys. I know I DM you guys, but I'm opening Jisho like all the time.
Actually, Yoshi, when you think about it, every time you've lost in tournament, you've always said before that you'll shout me out in the interview and then lose. But when you tell me you don't shout me out, then you start winning. Coincidence.
Riley, I shouted you out during today's stream, so...
Oh, did you? I didn't get to watch because I had to go to bed for
It's
this.
okay. It's okay,
Oh my
I
god, you're
did
so
it.
nice.
Of
Flushed
course,
emoji.
my pleasure.
I think this is my second proudest moment next to Rick just followed me on Twitter. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Can watch me post clips of me hitting Dan with Hellfire out of context. Ignore the set win count. You know, he's a barely at
about
full
it.
points.
Yes.
Just look at me and win the round.
That's it. It's all about each round.
Dude, I'm so excited. I'm super excited for so I was like super excited for Senred and Villain because I was thinking about like timelines where the Yoshi would like send like onto the fight a clip so they could kill each other. Then they try to make Villain and Senred fight each other on day 4. And then when they had to drop, I was like, well, I'll have to rethink my plan. And then I think it was originally was Ryder ahead of WizKid or was WizKid ahead of Ryder? I think Ryder was ahead of
I think I
WizKid.
put it on the side of the slide. Let me see.
I forgot.
Oh yeah, it was Ryder and then WizKid, and then
Yeah.
Malks, and then Angel of Diamonds.
AOD. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm very happy that AOD got it. Like it sucks for Ryder and Mal, just because I'm sure like last minute it was hard to plan for it. But AOD is like a good person to have in here. Same
Yeah.
for Wiz.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm really glad it makes the European team bigger. Although you want all of the European team to go down on the first day, but it won't happen because only 4 of us can go down. So
Wow, he rigged it.
I mean, I'll be straight real. I'll be biased for Cooperi because Cooperi's so shy. He won't. He's always so nice. He won't ever be like, "I'll win," and then I'm like, I will be Cooperi's like anger management. Except I'm not helping him be not angry. I'm the one who's angry for him. Like I'm just angry teacher, like a speaker. Like I translate all of his like super niceness and like I just turn it into trash talk.
Of course.
And then he gets like really embarrassed.
He deserves the support. He's a good friend.
Yeah. I guess finals in about God, is it even like a week anymore? It's like 6 days now, right?
Well, in exactly 1 week from now, we will be in like halfway through day 2, I think.
1, 2, 2. Wow.
Yes, halfway through day 2. So like we'll be approaching that top 4 situation and actually like getting to this bit.
Seriously, I took like 4 days off for this so I could just watch and do everything.
It's gonna be so good.
The Ascension staff is absolutely not ready.
It's okay.
There's still so much to work on. But yeah,
believe in
it will
y'all.
be fine.
I believe.
Yeah, thanks.
And you'll get to finally rest for a bit after, right? Right?
It's not how Loki.
Yeah, actually, like the week after PGRS, we will have to do like post-mortem. Is that how you call it in
Yes,
English?
that's
Yeah.
right. Yep. Makes sense.
And after that, it will be, well, preparing 2026. We'll see what happens exactly, but since we want to do a lot, it will only depend on Sega to just say, yeah, go for it, guys. And if they do say that, then it will be a lot of work, but it will be a lot of fun as well.
Super looking forward to it. I think for me, the Ascension tournament's definitely reignited my interest after Yoshi. Essentially, like, I don't even remember what happened. I think Yoshi was trying to practice for it, and I was like, do you want to do reviews together? And then that got me, like, reinterested again. And I was like, I did the counter in Ascension. It's like, oh, you know what? This is pretty fun again.
Yeah, we've got a good community here. I think that definitely helped getting you back into it, because formerly we were so like fragmented and there was always like a corner of people who were a bit like I won't elaborate, but you know, it's a good place.
I think
right
I
now.
have really enjoyed working with Hayden, though. It's been a lot of fun.
He's
I
great.
vibe with him a lot.
Yeah.
Great.
I can't, hate my fellow pop and music enjoyer.
Oh yeah, he's a beast. He's crazy. Wow, I think I even recorded a video because I was so impressed
That's
at
so sick.
HFS. Like he was mashing those buttons at light speed. It was crazy.
Poppin's
He's
really
not
hard.
human. How do you reach that level? It's insane.
Like,
Yeah, he played in front of like 50k people. I think it was 2 years ago, and I was actually watching that. I was in the crowd rooting for him, and he did extremely well. It was amazing.
Poppin's such a difficult game. I've seen. Do we have like our actual machine in our arcade? Which somehow we still have one.
That's so crazy.
Poppin doesn't really come overseas. And the Steam game is super competitive. It is hard to be good at Poppin because the level scale is extremely difficult.
it's
It's like
insane.
level 1 to 50, and the
Yeah.
game gets hard at level 10.
Yeah.
And it's like
What are you meant to do?
the exponential growth gets cracked.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's been 3 hours. Good stream. Good job.
Thank you
everyone.
guys so much for agreeing to this and for like, giving your voices to this stream. It's been a joy. Like this is sort of like a really rare opportunity to be able to like get so many of us in the same place and really talk deeply about this game. So yeah, like truly thank you for being here, everyone.
Yeah, I wish we did more of that in the future.
Maybe if I have more time, I'll do like a podcast or something.
Yeah, I hope so. 'Cause
Yeah,
this was like
please do.
Yeah, I'll get up
This
to
was-
a lot of the Puyo projects that have been on hold after PGRS. Yeah.
Yeah, this was definitely last
Yeah.
minute for me and Yoshi. We like
Yeah.
planned this like as a kind of like as a joke after one of like the
Yes, the
review
analysis
streams.
at the end of the stream. We were just
Yeah,
like, oh, wouldn't
and
it be funny?
Yeah, because I was like, I forget what started that. Because I think it's because I made a prediction. It's like, we should have everyone on here so
Yeah.
we can all be like flamed together when we're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, weren't you going to build like a tier list of things that
Deserve to lose.
warrant death in the game. You know, like you deserve to lose this match if you do this.
Don't worry.
Maybe you could do in the same format. You know, we discuss.
Yes. That could be it. Yes. Okay. You know what? That's extra motivating, making it a group activity. I like that a lot.
That is pretty hard.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the Ascension sponsored players rank players streams, and then we can really get the salt mines a going.
That's so funny.
I feel like this year was really good. Like, just the tournament's quality has been a lot higher than I think previous years.
Yeah.
Even if
Oh
there has
yeah.
been.
By the way,
What's up?
we are going to send everyone a survey
yes.
at the end, like in a week actually.
Great.
So everyone be sure to fill it, please.
Yeah, give that feedback.
So that we can get your feedback, but also show it to Sega because we obviously Sega they trust us, but it would give more weight to what we say if like everyone in the survey agrees with us.
Yes, it's
Makes
good to have
sense.
testimonials to back up your experiences.
And
Yeah.
then Hiku can hit us with a mix-up where he takes away the feedback form and then gives it to VTubers. Okay. I'm sorry. Because there was like the first feedback form for the Sega tournaments. It went to like all the players, and then the second one kind of did, and then the third one only went to the VTubers. You had to go to their channel to get it.
Oh, yeah, I see. I didn't know.
I think there's definitely
Yeah.
like a level of those Sega tournaments were more geared towards like the wider international audience, where it was like because of the Asian games coming up and things like that, rather than being PGRS focused. So
Yeah.
that's probably what it was.
I think the tough part, I think for Sega, because I will give them some leeway here, is also is hard to do Duolingo stream commentary, especially for like Miku and Tom, because like they obviously know how to speak English, but it's like they don't get certain cultural aspects of commentary or like things for like the Western scene. Because if you like, I was like watching through some like Taiwan tournaments, like I watched Korean tournaments, take inspiration for the commentary, and a lot of things like you kind of like, notice that culture difference. Like the Japanese stream commentary does not let you sauce up players at all. Like, it doesn't give you a reason to be invested in those players. Because, they talk about region. But, like, if you're just some random Joe, like, why should you care about random dude from America without, like, context to, like, what it is? Like imagine if, like, Dan was in top 16, right? And it's, like, they just mentioned his region. It's like, okay, why do you care? Like, it sounds a lot more interesting if, like, they were, like, well, Dan is coming in here, US has typically struggled against, like, the Japanese players, but he is here to show that he can, like, still withstand, like, the wave of dominance Japan has, like, air, like, the storyline building, I think, is what's missing. Because I just kind of noticed that between the circuit itself, it's like we have all these updates for, like, ratings and stuff, but I think it's just, like, a number. There is no, like, storytelling behind the numbers unless you watch everything, or you're lucky enough to have a commentator who does watch everything, so they can tell you that. I think that's my big feedback on the circuit. It's not like the, I guess, get people interested side. I think the storytelling needs to be there.
Yeah. If you have ideas on how to do that, like in practice, be sure to add it to the survey.
I will write something up because it's like I'm not unfamiliar with it thanks to US esports work and some overseas work. So like maybe I have an idea that they could do, because obviously it's expensive, it's time is money, corporation stuff. Like there's only so much you can do unless like they fund it right. So hopefully there is a balance they can strike between a fairness of time usage versus how much they are willing to invest. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah,
I think I need to go.
Thank you for joining us, Dan.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Dan. I think I'm also out of thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you as well.
everyone who joined us today. Thanks everyone who came along and watched as well, for giving us your thoughts as well. It's been really fun to reflect on what you guys in the audience, you know, some of your players, some of you are active viewers, just the support in general means a lot to all of us. So thanks for being here, everyone.
Okay, lunchtime. Yay!
Yeah, bye stream.
Yeah.
Cut the stream. Cut the feed.
Alright. Fine. I was checking if there was anyone to raids, but like there's no no one plays Puyo at this time of day for some reason, I guess. This sucks.
Welcome to
No.
California matchmaking time.
Actually, sometimes I check like YouTube to see if any of the JP streamers are streaming. Like I can't directly raid them, of course, but maybe like you guys can watch. Okay, Saki is streaming at first to 30 against Mathion, so like sure, if you want to watch that, then I'll give you the link to that. No,
Saki is very, very interesting to watch.
yeah, for sure. Yes,
And
CK, thank you.
sometimes he says sayonara bye bye.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, there is one thing that kind of tilted me. I think it was Saki's shorts. I think the auto translate
not
was
the
turned
auto-dubbing.
on.
I'm gonna
So
actually
you
explode
sometimes
someone at
like
YouTube.
I want to watch his stuff. I'm like, why does Saki sound so weird right now? It's because the English auto translate is on. I'm like,
So
oh.
annoying. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can turn it off, but it's like kind of hidden.
Yeah. They don't make it obvious.
And I don't even remember how I did it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's very annoying. Yeah, watch out for that when you're on YouTube, guys. It's just, oh, gosh.
Yeah, and the ones for Piponia, for example, they kept coming,
Yeah.
and when they started coming, I just stopped completely watching Piponia because it was way less interesting.
It's just like so much
Especially
different.
since I usually understand what he says in Japanese, so I'm just like, please don't translate it.
Yeah. So annoying. Alright. Well, yeah. Everyone, go say hi to Saki. You can be like, hi, we were DGRS or something. I don't know, man. I'm bad at raid messages.
Yeah, say hello.
Hello from Ascension. How about that? Yeah, I wrote say
Saki,
hello from Ascension.
Saki will be super happy to see that.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else coming up for us until the other region finals, so I won't be streaming much in the next week because Shoki's coming over, so we'll see what happens about that. But yeah, so it might be a bit quiet from me. Yeah, anything else you guys want to plug before we go? Nope. Join Ascension if you're not already there for some reason.
Yes,
Look,
on
I have-
attention.
I have a thingy. There you go. Well, that's Twitch, but I think the
Ooh.
Discord has a... The Discord link is in the Ascension Twitch, surely, right?
I hope so. If it's not, you can blame heaven.
Noted. Alright, everyone. Well, with that, let's look forward to seeing how many of these predictions are actually true. And of course, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Love you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Riley has to say bye.
Oh, goodbye. I already said bye like 8 times. I have to keep saying bye.
That
Just
was
end
the
the stream.
That was the last, but oh, whatever.
Alright, goodbye. I love you all. Yippee.